And now, introducing the new SneakyG Man store on SD. All you got to do, go on to SD, type in SneakyG Man store, and you could get your very own Are You My Malacca shirt, Samsung cell phone case, or just a cap or a beanie. Let's go Giants. Ow. Hey guys, I appreciate you wanting to enjoy the show. First, I got to give a couple shout outs. First off, I want to give a shout out to dresscomfy.com. She has the latest and greatest for SneakyG Man merch. So please check it out. dresscomfy.com. Also want to give a shout out to 3 a.m. water hydration for the go-getters. Natural spring water. Go get it. Now let's go do the damn thing. Before we do the damn thing, I got to give a shout out to George's Trophies, aka Sergeant M replica trophies. Guys, Father's Day coming up soon. This is the perfect gift. Matter of fact, this is the perfect gift for any occasion. I mean, who wouldn't want a replica Super Bowl trophy of their team? The team that got the ultimate prize, the Lombardi Trophy. So when you get a chance, go to his Facebook page, George's Trophies, a.k.a. Sergeant M's Replica Trophies. Now, we gonna do the damn thing.
You're listening to Make It Count, the SneakyG podcast on Northeast Streaming Sports.
Is this thing on?
It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. SneakyG.
Yeah. Lyrical assassin.
Let's go Giants. Ow! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. SneakyG. But what's up? We are 48 hours less than, give or take, or few, or whatnot, of the 2024 season. Man, I don't know about y'all, but this off season is moving like molasses. I mean, it's just tick. I mean, it's going by so slow. Okay. I have some draft tickets for the MetLife draft party that I want to give away. I'm not going to use them. I'm going to be here home in Dallas. And if you want them, let me know. I'm going to be like Oprah. You get a draft ticket. You get a I'm going to be just like Oprah, just giving these away. Just giving them away. That says, I thought you froze for a second. That's how this off season is going for me. I got a guest with me. We were live yesterday on Instagram, and I was grateful enough to be on his show, and of course, he's always welcome here on the SneakyG podcast. And I bring to you SneakyG. Here we go. What's up, man?
What's going on? How you doing, Sneaky?
Man, draft day just can't come soon enough. I mean, it's just.
Oh, I know.
It's going by so slow. I don't
Just
even know.
Way too slow.
I'm so tired. I'm so tired on hearing the pundits on ESPN and the NFL Network. I just want to get the damn thing over. You know, it's so. I mean, like, what are your thoughts on?
So I don't know what it is, but this is like the slowest time ever for the draft. Um, and first of all, shout out to the New York Rangers. They're in the playoffs right now.
What's the score? What's the score?
4-2 Rangers. I'm wearing my Liberty jersey today, so that's why. I'm still wearing New York, but I am a Giants fan. Why? Because I have my Eli Manning right behind my head somewhere, right there, right behind me. And I'll tell you, I'm excited for the season to start already, but the draft scares me a little bit because there's a lot of moving parts this year.
Yes,
When you look at Zach Wilson just got traded yesterday to the
to
Denver
Denver.
Broncos.
Yeah,
Fields gone to Pittsburgh. Russell Wilson, the lead
is in
in
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Kirk
This is like
Cousins is in
Kirk Cousins
Atlanta.
Falcon now.
Yeah,
So
I mean, what?
it's kind of funny. I remember when Matt Ryan went to the Colts and
Yeah,
he retired. Now Kirk Cousins, listen, he had a major injury last season. You know what I mean? I think he had an Achilles tear, if I remember correctly,
yes, yep.
and he got 4 years, 100-something million guaranteed. I hope they got a spare tire somewhere for him just in case. I like
Oh,
Kirk.
God, I
He's a good football player. But listen, we're here about the Giants, and I'll tell you this. I know everyone's like, "Oh, Daniel Jones, Daniel Jones." Listen, if he's doing what I think he's doing, which he's practicing, he's getting better. He's rehabbing and he's throwing that pigskin. I'm hoping he has that season he had 2 years ago with that
we
little
all
magic.
are. I mean, we all are.
But
So I'm gonna send this. I'm gonna send the link out, but I do want to hold on. I want to attend to one of these quotes. So Ant
yeah.
posted. He said, "Just saw the invite. Yeah, I sent it to you, man. I'm icing my shoulder. Got hot very badly. I bet you are very hot, Ant.
Damn.
Got hurt very badly on my first day back at work. Oh man, that sucks. Fell off the truck.
Damn, dude. I hope you feel better.
I hope you feel better. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say this as a loving friend. And I don't know how your family is, Sleevey, or even Aunt. If you fall in this house, right? We're gonna ask you if you're okay. We're gonna be like, "Oh my God, are you all right? You good? You all right? Do you need help? And we'll make sure that you're good to go. But once we realize you're breathing and everything is, not broken, oh, we're laughing at you.
Oh yeah,
we are laughing.
I am the masters of fall here at my house. I could trip over my own feet and not realize it. So
I don't understand this, but my oldest, I love her. I love her to death. She can fall laying down. Like she's already laying down, but she'll find another way to fall. I don't know how
she'll find a way to roll out of
gravity just does not work with her.
Oh God.
So I'm gonna okay, bro. I see you, Daryl. I see you. I'll bring you guys here on in a second. So first off, tell everybody real quick about your podcast and what you got going on.
So SneakyG podcast. Year and a few months now. I've been on my own, hustling, man. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get awesome content, awesome, guests to come on the show. I had Sneaky on last year. We're gonna have him again as usual. He's always welcome. Last night we were actually together on the same podcast last night with Media Gumbo, and that was fun. And it was kind of cool. He asked me last night live, "Hey, can you come on tonight?" I said, "Hell yeah, I'll be there." You know what I mean? Because that's what we do. We help out each other. I got a fun-loving show, man. I talk about everything: sports, movies, video games. Awareness on things. You know what I mean? I just did this past week with Kick Up Your Heels Entertainment. I had the owners come on. I had Planet Law. He was on my show. Unbelievable hip hop artist. He's been, he was a dancer and a background singer for Amy Winehouse. he's done it all. VH1, MTV, NBA, MLB, everything you could think of. SJ Hazim over there in Topeka, Kansas, another guy who's doing wonderful music. Let me tell you, I've been working hard to make my show be a household name almost. I feel like I want to do. I'm like a big fish, but in the biggest pond in New York metro area. So, I'm doing it. I'm hustling it. I'm working hard for it. You know what I mean? So it's going to pay off sooner or later, and I'm going to get a big name on this show soon. I'm hoping. You know what I mean? I keep pushing. I keep knocking down those doors. Those doors are shut, but I'm going to kick them right through the door, like Biggie said.
Yeah, and you are putting in the work, and I do want to just show you some love, and guys, if you can, go to his YouTube channel, follow him, subscribe to him.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much.
He's a fellow Giants fan, so let's do what we do. Now tomorrow, no, not tomorrow, Thursday.
Just keep an eye. I am a Rangers fan. I am rocking the gear today, but I am a diehard Giants fan.
Well, Rangers, Giants, Knicks. It is, I say Yankees. I'm sure you're a Mets fan, right?
No, I'm a Yankee fan.
Oh, you're a Yankee. Okay. I didn't mean to insult you like that.
No.
Truth be told, for the longest time, I was a Yankees and a Mets fan. I know that was blasphemous before. But I found, and the only reason why is because I appreciated Doc Gooding, who just recently retired. And also
he was a Met. You can't go wrong with that.
And he was also Yankee, and Darryl Strawberry. Oh man,
Darryl Strawberry,
sweetest swing.
Oh, he always did. Yeah, I always love when he hit a home run. It's kind of funny. I have my collection of New Era hats. I have a nice collection growing, and the funny thing is, everyone makes fun of me because I bought a Phillies cap, but it's the old 1980s maroon Phillies cap, which was just one of those colors I loved. You know what I mean? So I'm like, hey, it's a Phillies cap. I get it. I'm a New Yorker. It's like blasphemy, but it's okay. It's a hat, people. Please don't judge me for loving hats. I also have a Caddyshack hat.
For me, you can get whatever hat you want as long as it's not a Dallas Cowboy hat. Then
no, that ain't happening. There's two hats.
We'll have to have an intervention.
There's two hats I'll never buy: Boston or Cowboys.
Ray said, "Get that beard." Hey, you know. Matter of fact, I mean, it kind of blends with my sweatshirt.
It does. I didn't realize it. You look like you shaved.
Yeah, it's like it's not even. I might have to raise my NY a little bit just so everybody can see it.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead and bring in Bro and Daryl.
Yeah, no problem.
So, guys, Daryl, you there?
Yes, sir. Sneaky.
Okay.
What's going on, brother?
I know. Oh man, hey, you know what? I woke up this morning. I can't complain at all. Now I know what we're going to be talking about again tonight is going to be somewhat redundant because we've been talking about this. Feels like forever, and that is the damn draft.
Yeah.
Did anybody watch Shane's state of the pre-draft conference, if you will?
No, I didn't.
No,
you did not. Okay, so let me see if I can bring it up real quick.
To be honest, everything he says is a smokescreen at this point. So,
and that's another thing too. Because
I agree with you, bro.
He has. I mean, it was kind of interesting, right? Because the fact. Okay, here we go.
You know how you tell somebody you like somebody.
It's exciting time for myself,
but you really don't. Okay, you tell somebody you don't like that person, but you really like them.
Right.
That's what he's doing right now because
Welcome to the newest edition of the Giants Little Podcast brought to you by Citizens, the official bank of the New York Football Giants. Well, over the last couple of weeks, folks, we've had a lot of fun interviews. We've interviewed former...
Okay. Oh, they're doing like a Giants. Hold on a second. No, thank you. What the hell is this? Please bear with me, guys. Hold on a second, because it's. I don't know if this is an advertisement or what. No, I don't want to share it.
Well, they're saying right now that the Giants are in talks of trying to move up
Traits that you would.
spot.
Yeah, that's
You
what I'm
know,
hearing.
I'm hearing that too. I'm honestly hearing that too.
I'm hearing
And
the
I've been-
6 for the 3rd.
I don't, the thing about moving up to the 3rd spot. Hold on, okay, here we go. I don't know if we should do that, to be honest.
No, I don't think so.
It all depends on the price, to be honest. Like, if we could get away with a 3rd rounder and just 2 firster,
For myself, the franchise, the coaching staff, the personnel department,
All right.
it's an exciting time for you guys doing what you do and
So
covering the team. The draft's an opportunity for us to improve the roster, through the draft capital that we have. And
Can you guys hear it okay?
we have different needs throughout the roster, and we have several plans that we're still working through. The board will probably be set, tomorrow.
Can you guys hear it okay?
Yeah, it's echoing though, so I think everyone got a
Yeah,
mute.
Oh, I think
Yeah,
it's
let me
echoing.
mute
So I'm going to mute my mic and let me know if you can hear it. I'm going to mute my mic right here and let me know what you hear.
Tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, just in terms of
Still
Okay,
echoing.
you didn't hear that?
Still echoing.
Oh, it's still echoing. You know what? Hold on a second. Let me do something here.
it might be because of your mic.
Well, yeah, it is. It is probably my mic. So, all right, I'm going to try this. Here we go.
our preparation and step away from it this weekend to prevent the paralysis by analysis, staring at things, moving guys this much versus, other players. So a lot of work has went into this between the coaching staff, the personnel staff, everybody in this building, from, the 30 visits, the meals, the coordination, the travel. So really, a team effort, and a lot of people have their hands in the process and, what leads up to draft weekend. So that being said, I'll open up for questions.
Joe, when you and Dave's and your staff evaluate these quarterbacks, either in person or on film, I know you watch a ton of film, you've seen a lot of these kids in person. What are some of the things you kind of focus in on when you study these guys?
Yeah, I mean, all positions have different critical factors that we focus in on. So, I mean, with the quarterback position, we've been through this before with Dave's and I, and it's not just what you see on film. I think I've said this before. At this particular position, you can take what you see on film, but I think it's equally as important what you can't see on film, and spending time with the prospects, not just at that position, but I mean, that's a reason we bring in, several prospects from different positions. For the 30 visits, we go and have private workouts, not just with quarterbacks, but other positions as well. So again, I think the film is one thing, but also evaluating who they are as people and how they'll fit into your culture and your franchise is equally important. So again, that's across all positions.
Joe, given
the Interesting.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to fast forward a little bit. In summary, right? I mean, we could watch all 30 minutes of this. I'm okay with doing that. He was asked a question about the quarterback room, and he mentioned that he was happy with what he had in the quarterback room. That, I mean, well played. And that kind of that made me think of something, right? Let's just say in theory that we were to have 4 quarterbacks in that quarterback room after this draft. What does that do with Tommy? And also
Practice squad.
Well, I know it's going to be in the practice squad, but you're going to have 3 quarterbacks on the roster, plus Tommy on the practice squad. Are we really going to have 4 quarterbacks even though the practice squad is not considered a roster spot, and because of the situation with the NFC Championship game 2 years ago with the 49ers, that they're allowed to have an extra quarterback. I mean, to be quite honest, Tommy will never see the field again.
No.
Well, no.
I mean, listen.
Yeah.
Tommy DeVito did his thing when when we lost Jones and then we lost Tyrod Taylor. Do I think he's a great quarterback? No. I think he's a decent quarterback with no arm. I mean, it's proven because he runs a lot, you know what I mean? And he can't make those long passes. I actually like the sighting of Drew Lock. We signed Drew Lock. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I think that's a great backup. Listen, I don't know if Daniel Jones is going to be ready for the season to begin. All right. We don't know what he's going to.
Yeah.
His health has not been talked about, which is a little. That was a good one.
That was.
So, when I think about this.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
When I blew my nose?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
How the hell did you hear that?
That's what I said. That was a good one.
Oh my god! Because can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy shit! You know why? No.
Is that Danny?
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
Okay.
What about them Knicks, baby?
Yeah, baby. You already know.
Hey, that was.
You already know, baby.
It was like two. Well, on the side note, the Nuggets
6 Knicks and 4.
and the what do you call it? The Knicks. I mean, two great doubleheader games.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yesterday, yes.
That was a great one.
And right now, I'm watching another great game as I'm talking to you guys. So,
LeBron the crybaby.
but Sneaky, I say this, Sneaky. If Joe Shane doesn't want the fan base to ride, he will draft a quarterback. I'm telling you, he has to.
Yeah,
he has to.
Joe Shane is blowing. I
know he's blowing smoke. I know. But that's what he has to do, though. He has to do that. Until Thursday.
You say, hey, I like that guy. The team in front of you might draft him. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing.
Yeah, let's see what he says.
All right. We already know who's going to be the first round draft pick for the Bears. It's going to be that kid, Caleb from USC. Mm-hmm. Okay, then what is it? The number 2.
My job is to do what's best.
Number
for the
2 is
franchise,
Washington
so
Commanders. They love Jaden Daniels from LSU.
But I heard that meeting didn't go so well.
Oh, did it? Okay, I didn't hear that yet.
Yeah.
So that's
I heard that
news to me. So right now, the 3 and the 4th pick, when you look at it, you have Drake May, who's from North Carolina, which is the coach of Eli Manning, Peyton Manning, Daniel Jones, the quarterback coach. You know what I mean? Coached all these guys. So right now, he fell short a little, I feel like, with DJ. The Giants make the trade for the 3rd to get either Drake May or J.J. McCarthy. Now, J.J. McCarthy is a good quarterback.
Yeah.
He can run.
Not at 3, though.
Not at 3, but the question is, do we gamble and hope they drop to 6? Drake May or J.J.?
Oof.
I think he will be at 6.
Oh, J.J.?
Yeah, I think J.J. McCarthy will be there at 6.
Now, a lot of
he
drafts
won't,
got him going to Minnesota.
They haven't gone to
Minnesota. Yeah.
They don't have a quarterback. Not that I know of.
Minnesota could jump up. Yeah.
And Tanya, I agree with Tanya. So I agree with Tanya to an extent. Let me take Joe off real quick.
Yeah.
We're getting in the nitty gritty here.
Right.
So I think that Tanya's correct partly because he won't. Our quarterback, we're not going to get him in the first pick. We're not going to get him at number 6.
Yeah.
I think Michael Penix is a sleeper.
But no, I wouldn't pick him at 6, though. I wouldn't pick him at 6.
No. I'm piggybacking off of what Tanya's saying. Don't draft the quarterback in the first round. Just go ahead and get the wide receiver that we want. And then I believe Michael Penix will be there in the 2nd round. I believe so. I think he will be.
Michael Penix might not be there because don't forget there's a couple other teams that need second backups right now this season. This is not the greatest season for in the NFL. This is not a great season for starting quarterbacks. if you think about how many are still recovering from injury, especially us.
Right.
Tanya says, Sneaky, if we trade down and mess up the first round, I'm a throat punch.
No.
As long as she ain't throw punching
No,
any
he
of us,
can't.
we're good.
What I think is going to happen, this is what I think is going to happen. We're going to draft someone. We're going to draft a wide receiver.
We're gonna draft that kid from LSU, Neighbors.
And then I wouldn't be shocked if we trade back into
and get Penix
the first round or even the top second round
and
get a quarterback.
Yeah.
And it could be smoke and mirrors because they also mentioned players that have injuries, okay, like Penix.
Yeah.
And at first, Shane said, we're going to try, we do try and stay away from players like that, but Penix checked out with our medical staff. There were no limitations, blah, blah, blah. So
he's been injury free 2 years now. So,
Yeah. And he said he's been, he has played two full seasons. He had mentioned that.
Put him on the first thing. He's done for no matter what.
Nice. Hell yeah. Okay, cool.
Does anybody in the chat or anybody that of anyone that wants tickets to
Sneaky? I might have a person that would like to get a ticket, but we'll talk offline. We'll talk offline over that.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn it. Sorry. Ranger game. It's 4-3 now. Rangers are still winning.
Does the ticket a plane to a Teterboro?
Say again.
Does the ticket come with a plane ticket to Teterboro?
Oh shoot! I wish. Sully said there's rumors going around. We ate involved. I know he said we are involved in a 3-way trade with New England, Arizona,
and us.
Let's see, we get
New England
3.
Get 6. AZ gets 4, I believe. Now we trade. I'm sorry. Yeah, we get 8.
So we get the 3rd pick for New England, right? That's what he's trying to say.
Yeah, we get the 3rd pick for New England. We swap him out, but there's going to be some kind of consideration that for a 6 to a 3. That's no way. That ain't happening. That's going to be another draft pick involved.
But you know what, Sneaky? I think Darius Slayton is going to be in one of those deals.
Well, that's what I was thinking. That
too.
Yeah. Darius Slayton will be in this trade because he didn't show up for the OTAs.
Yeah.
So
if you want some tickets, hit me up, man. Let me know.
I think they're fed up with that. I think that was a little turn off.
Well, yeah, see, he did say in the press conference that these are I mean, again,
but but Dable said that it shows who you are.
I know. And when he said that, and then later reports came out that Slayton wasn't there.
He was throwing shots.
Concerned me a little bit. Yeah. Well, I don't want to say he was throwing shots. I mean, he had, he did give props to players that were there. Okay. Mm-hmm. And it is voluntary training camp. They can't be penalized for not showing up for voluntary training camp.
But he's going about it the wrong way, though.
Well,
he's talking about he wants more money.
Yeah.
Well, he wants an extension. That's what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
He wants an extension with some more money to go.
And but let's be real though. I mean, someone in Slayton's, I'll say productivity, right?
Camp or something.
I mean, he should be aware of what position he's in and how they handle issues. I don't want to say issues, but players that don't show a certain type of dedication.
But he's not a number 1 wide receiver though, so he should slow it down a little bit.
Daryl, are you there?
I agree with you on that one. He should know his role.
He's not a number 1. He's not a number 1. You know what I'm saying? So,
and he's trying to be though. He's trying, but I mean, he is one of our leading receiving core.
I understand that, but the only one that keeps throwing him the ball was Daniel Jones. But we need, listen. This year, what's that kid's name? The
Jalen Hyatt.
Jalen Hyatt. Thank you. Hyatt.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta let him go now. When I mean let him go,
Yeah.
Let him run those deep routes, dude. We need that. We need that deep ball threat. Remember when Daniel Jones threw that 86-yard bomb? Like, it was
That
a
was in
56-yard
preseason.
bomb.
That
Right?
was in preseason.
It was a
Yeah.
preseason.
Yeah.
You went 9-9-9. Let the ball go. Let it go, like in Frozen. Just let it go. I have
Let
2
it go.
kids. That's all I'm saying it.
Oh,
But it's
wait, I
it's
don't
just
mean
it's
to. I don't mean to
I
interrupt
heard
you,
about
but
that. I heard about that. Yeah.
so Tanya brought up
Yeah.
a good point. So what I heard is that there was evidence of tampering. Okay.
yes.
And they are going to be giving up some picks. Now, I don't know if there's some validity to what I read and how true this whole issue is. But I want to ask you guys this.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe that and where the hell did everybody go?
Everybody just disappeared, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Daryl says I'm
X, I
back.
see you. All right. Huh?
Daryl's back. Okay. Where's Bro at? Bro just left.
I think Bro left. I don't know what happened.
I think we lost. Well, Daryl, he was back and then he's gone. But he pops in.
Technical
Okay, there he
difficulties
is. Okay, you back
There
now?
it is.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, guys. I
Go-
really am. Second week in a row. Last week, I didn't give my full invited intention, and then this week I stepped outside for a minute, and then next thing you know, it went blank. So I'm sorry about that.
No worries. Hey, you're back. That's all that matters. Let me throw this out to you guys. Let me just throw you this question. All right, and it's about Barkley.
Yeah.
Do you think the fact that Barkley's now with Philly, that will kind of ignite the rivalry between the Giants and the Eagles?
Yes.
100%.
I'm pissed. I'm pissed the way it was done. I was pissed the way he did things. If I could, I would smack Barkley right upside his head. But I'm not like that.
We got to remember, guys, they didn't offer him a contract now.
Yes,
No.
yes, they did.
Yes, they did.
Yes, they
did.
But he even said it. I want to be a Giant for life. I'll do whatever it takes. Yeah, he did what it takes to get to Philly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
His words mean shit. Excuse my language.
They offered him something during the season. I think it was.
They offered him during the season what he wanted.
Yeah.
Listen, Barkley, I think he's a good running back, but he ain't worth the CMC money.
No, not with the injuries.
Not with
He's
the
almost
injuries.
30.
CMC is a ridiculous running back.
He thought he was gonna get CMC money just because of his name alone. That's all.
Well,
That's all.
Before
That's
CMC
it.
got his contract, though, he was injury prone a lot too, though. Now.
Yeah, but now he's
not as bad as Barkley. Don't forget Barkley had a whole tear in his knee. That's you're talking ACL, MCL tears.
It's huge.
I had my MCL teared. I mean, it took me 3.5 months to recover. Imagine Barkley's tree trunk legs. How long that took? You know what I mean?
So Tanya says, I think DJ is going to not play well. Saquon was the only player DJ trusted. Well, I mean, he's going to have to, he's going to have to trust the other players around him. There has to be some trust. I know he trusts his, was it Wandell? I know he trusts him.
Oh yeah, Wandell Robinson. He's a good teammate though.
And I know
practicing
he
with
trusts
DJ.
Hyatt. He just got to get the ball to him. That's the only problem.
Well, he needs to stay in the pocket a little bit more.
And we already addressed the O line, so there's no excuse.
So
no, there isn't. The only
says,
excuse we have, is with.
I'll sign a one-game contract just to take out. Oh my God! And
it's on some savage mode.
Hey,
I can't. I can't go that far.
I'll be straight off the couch.
Is he dead to me? Is Barkley dead to me? Yes, he is. Do I want him? Do I want to, karate kid him? No, I don't. I don't.
Well, it's funny. It's kind of funny how the whole incident of tampering happens because of the coach from Penn State. He's the whistleblower on that whole screw up deal. He's the one who said something on ESPN. Said, "Oh yeah, they've been talking." Yeah. Before you just blew the whole thing for Saquon and the Eagles. I mean, granted, they're losing a draft pick. which I think should automatically just go to the Giants, but that's not how it goes. But
True.
it should automatically. That would be such a kick in the pants to the Eagles right there.
So Tanya writes, here's my issue, comma. Everyone wants to blame Saquon. I'm one of them, Tanya, by the way. But let me say this. Saquon didn't owe the Giants organization shit. At the end of the day, he was consistent and was loyal when they tagged him. Everyone wants to preach loyalty, but the Giants organization was never loyal to him. You know what? I hear what you're saying, Tanya, but at the same time, I don't believe Saquon was loyal to the Giants as well.
Can I bring one point up on that? I'm going to agree with you, Sneaky. You know why? He went on a fucking podcast and said, I don't give a shit. Screw the Giants. Forget them. Before he got tagged and went back and signed that $11 million contract. He was on a podcast dissing the Giants poorly, and we made him a captain?
Was that the one that he...
Which interview was that one?
He was sitting on the couch?
He was sitting on the couch and dissing the Giants. Okay. I don't care. Hey, I'll sit out a year. You know what? We were.
I remember him saying that. I remember him saying
and he was
going to hold out. He was going to hold out. He was going to hold out.
He was going to hold out. You know what? That's the crap I'm talking about. Loyalty. Okay. Yes, I agree with telling you. But the other thing is too, he didn't show loyalty to the Giants. I said 3 years ago that Barkley was full of shit. I agree with him.
And I said 3 years ago Barkley's full of doo-doo.
Doo-doo.
Well, big doo-doo.
I mean, so another thing that I'll say about Barkley, he is right about something, because here we are. It's been a couple months since he went with Philly, and somehow he gets in this conversation. And I'll be the first one to admit it got me in my feelings. I felt, I think with Barkley, it's a learning experience for me. And I said this on one of my shows. I was like, the only people that are loyal to the teams are the fans. That is it.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
We're the only ones that are loyal to the team itself, because, ride or die, I'm still going to buy the hats. I'm still going to buy the sweatshirts.
The memorabilia, yeah, of course.
I'm still going to get,
these jerseys we can't spend. These jerseys we can't spend money on.
Yeah, and that's why I don't buy any of the current jerseys anymore. Either I have my own or I got some throwbacks, because
I tell you,
at least with the throwbacks, I mean, you can never go wrong with an LT jersey or a Phil Simms or a Leonard Marshall.
I got an Eli Manning and Justin.
Yeah, of course. You can't go wrong with an Eli Manning.
I wanted a New Jersey, and I'm so happy. I was going to buy Barkley's jersey because I thought he was a good thing for the team. I remember when he was a rookie, I was excited. But then you see, after he got injured the first year, then he got injured the second year. He was on the sideline, but I didn't see him really rooting, cheering on the team when they were down. You see the people's sidelines faces. They got rid of Odell because of his psychotic things. Think about that. Okay, I get it. The Giants organization is a well-known organization. I'm not going to disrespect my Giants, but also we need a head case or two on the team to make the thing click a little bit. You know what I mean?
Let's see. Saquads ain't doing anything with Philly. They ain't winning. Poop. Oh, and then here we go, Ant. We got Ant saying, I'm over here talking mess, and I'm laid up with a bum shoulder. Yeah, you're injured. Talking about Saquon being in. No, I'm just kidding. Hold on. Josh says, no one cares about Barkley. Was overhyped, overrated. Ooh. And always injured. Damn. Tell me how you really feel. Be productive if you're not, can be productive if you're not on the field. So I'm glad our Giants didn't resign him. There you go.
I look at it this way. I look at it as a blessing in disguise, because we got to make moves. Other moves.
Yeah,
we
I
needed to
mean,
do.
the only sad part is we didn't get nothing for him. He wasn't going to resign with us anyway, but the fact that maybe we
I
should
don't.
have traded him
I don't
just to
think
get
John Mara.
something.
I don't think John Mara wanted to do that.
Well,
Nah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's a
if he
problem.
didn't want to do that, he would have.
No, I think it was
Mara
more
would have
Tish
went
than
down and been
Mara.
like, let's do what we can to keep him.
That's Tish.
You know,
Tish is the fraidy
Tish.
cat of this. It's Tish. It's not Mara. Mara would have done the right thing and traded his ass. Tish is the one who's afraid of everything. Tish should just sell his half to Mara and that's it. Get rid of Tish. Because Tish is a fraidy cat.
I hear Tish is a producer.
He's more
Well,
into
then let him
movies
go
and
produce.
stuff.
So let him go
Yeah.
produce. Well, yeah, he's using Mara's daughter probably.
So
She's been in a couple of
Saquon
movies.
and Tyan, I agree with you on this. Saquon and Odell are completely different. Saquon was never causing issues. Okay, I'll agree with you on that too.
Not kissing the kicking
not-
nets.
not
Did he
kissing,
propose to the net?
kicking nets. Oh,
Yeah, he proposed to the
and
net.
acting
Yeah.
like-
He
yeah.
wasn't kissing that. He proposed to the net.
I have to say, over the last few years, my Barkley jersey became soft, and now I know why.
Oh man.
Well, I think my question right now is Daniel Jones. Okay, we want to talk about how injury prone Barkley is. Let's talk about Jones for a sec. The year that he hurt his neck in 2021 and didn't play for the remainder of the year. Okay.
Yeah, just another season the next season.
and then he came back,
Yeah.
right? I mean, but he came back strong that next season.
He did.
That 2020, because it was the 2021 when he hurt his neck, didn't come back. 2022 is when we had that magical playoff run. Okay.
Yep.
And we can see the potential, right? And I always brag and gloat that Jones did more with less. We didn't have a number one wide receiver, and look what he was able to do for us. And this is the point I'm trying to get to right now. DJ is one injury away from a bubble suit.
I was gonna say he's probably gonna turn out like an Andrew Luck and retire early.
Look how we paid him. Yeah. Well, so Tanya, in defense of Jones, and the reason why we paid him was because he showed Dable and Shane the potential. They in some way felt as though this guy is going to be the next Josh Allen. That is the only way. Only reason why they paid him the money.
I think it was just timing. The timing was right for him to get that money.
I think we overpaid though.
I mean,
sure we did. Yeah, it was just
So, but now we say overpaid, but we got to also look at the market though, right? First off, I got to give a shout out to Kenny Boo Marshall. Hey, I appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you swinging by.
But is he he's neck and neck with Dak, right? Salary wise?
Yeah. He
yes,
was like,
yeah.
And Dak is going off saying the same thing. I want to be here. I take it I got to go.
That's it. Sorry. No,
is it 5-3 now? Is it 5-3 now?
No,
it's over.
No,
it's over.
No, 4-3. It's over. 4-3. Sorry, guys.
Oh, 4-3. Oh, okay.
It was like I was so glued to it because the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds, they pulled the goalie, and they had a 6-on-4 against the Rangers, and they still could have put it behind the net. So I'm sorry, I got excited. Sorry,
no
excited.
No worries.
2-0 Rangers, baby. We're up on the playoffs.
Oh, Kenny, I sure did get the message. I appreciate that. I do got it. And we're gonna be talking about Leonard too right after the draft.
That has to happen.
He
has to get in the.
That has to happen. Yep.
Leonard Marshall has to get in the Hall. I don't even understand why he's not in the Hall of Fame.
Why isn't he not?
I don't know.
How long has he been retired now?
I was gonna say, yeah.
He's been retired for some time now. The fact that he was LSU Hall of Fame, right? University.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what was it? He was also in another. I mean, he's in a couple Hall of Fames already.
Yeah.
So let's just make it official.
Gotta make it happen. Yeah.
You think we can get him on our shows?
I think so.
Talk
Oh yeah, I think so.
I would love to get him on the show to maybe just talk to him about his football career and
Heck
really
yeah.
and highlight him a lot and try to get his nod into the Hall of Fame definitely with me. I would love to get him on the show. If you know a way, I would love to get him on here.
Now, I want to say this, and I know this is not a hot take, okay? In the history, now let's just think about this, right? In the history of the New York Football Giants, I believe Leonard Marshall, top 10.
Easily.
Top 10 all-time Giants.
Easily.
I would say that. Yeah, I would say that.
Easy.
Yeah.
Daryl, what do you think?
I would say that.
5. I was thinking more top 5.
Well, I was gonna say top 5 too. I'm just trying to be, generous.
He's in the top.
You know
He's in the top. He's in the top, no matter what.
Oh, definitely. I would say definitely top 5.
These guys never went to another team. They, once a Giant, always a Giant. You know what I'm saying?
Leonard did. Leonard went
unless you're Saquon
for like a year.
At least you're Saquon, yeah. He did go to the Jets and he did go to the Redskins before he retired at 33.
Okay.
But I mean, look,
but the majority of his career,
83 sacks.
His majority of the career was with the Giants, 2 Super Bowl championships, second all-team pro, 2-time Pro Bowl, New York Giants Ring of Honor already, 83.5 sacks, 714 tackles, and he played only 177 games.
I know, only.
And I mean,
but let's not forget though. Let's not forget 3 sacks in the 1986 Super Bowl, and the only sack in the 1990 Super Bowl. The only New York Giants sack on Jim Kelly. And
that's right.
And I mean, and of course, the hit that was heard around the world. On Joe Montana.
I was about to say.
He always made big plays when it was big games. So,
I mean,
Kenny, I appreciate you stopping by, man. I appreciate you.
Yo, I mean, his sack total, his game sacks in 83, he had 6, 84, 11, 85, 16, 86, 16. He was such a consistent player. He only had
consistent.
So he only had 3 years as a Giant, and as a Redskin that he did not meet over 10 sacks in 1 year.
Yeah.
I mean, his stats are, excuse my language, I say, freaking ridiculous. He should be on a Hall of Fame ballot.
So
let's make that happen.
So Tanya, she said, Sneaky, Sully and I have agreed if DJ doesn't step up, we're trading him for Lunchables.
Gotta love Tanya.
Hey, what about orange peel slices?
Can I get some Swedish fish in that deal too?
Or some Sour Patches?
Sour Patches, yes.
Yes.
Oh wow, Lisa, thank you so much for joining the show.
What's up?
Thank you so much. This is awesome. We were just talking about Leonard, giving him his flowers, giving Leonard his flowers. It's good to see you.
Well, who's to say DJ won't play good this year? We don't know.
He's not going to play good at all. He's not.
I don't think so. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. The signing of Drew Lock is the second coming of a quarterback problem. It's a quarterback situation. Having him, he goes, "Oh, I know DJ. Me and him."
Oh my God! Hold on. Hold on a second. Look at that.
The man is in the building.
Look at that.
The man is in the building.
Crazy.
The man has arrived, baby.
We was just talking about you. Leonard, so I'm getting goosebumps right now. Leonard,
yeah, me too.
Man.
Me too.
So check. So okay, hold on.
Salute to the goat right there.
Right. Big
So
hey,
both
we're
defensive
giving you
ends.
flowers right now. We was talking about you in a good way. Danny over here on the bottom right said you owe him $5. I didn't believe him when he said it.
Oh man, stop it.
I'm throwing you under the bus, Danny. I'm throwing you under the bus. I said, I had said, I mentioned that it's not a hot take, okay? And I said at minimum,
really
you
isn't.
are a. He said, "I owe you, Danny." So
Nice.
I
I love
said,
it.
Love it.
I said that you are easily, without even a doubt, top 10 New York Football Giant. And
yes, sir.
Who was the first that said top 5? Was it you?
It was Daryl.
Daryl, was it you that said top 5?
Daryl said
Daryl
that.
said, and I agree. I said top 5.
Yep.
I was just
I
being
agree.
generous. Easily top 5 New York Football Giant of all time. And I can't thank you enough for
yeah, brother,
jumping on the show.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
It's
Yeah,
a pleasure
I
to
got
see you.
LT. I got LT, and then I had Leonard Marshall, and then I had
and you're getting love from Tanya.
I had LT, Leonard Marshall, Carson, and
I'm curious to see who Leonard Marshall wants the Giants to draft.
And
who
was that?
That would be interesting.
He said, "We're welcome." He said, he's honored. Oh no!
Oh my goodness!
No.
I'm curious. I'm curious to see who Leonard Marshall wants the Giants to draft this year. I'm curious. What would he want?
Yeah, Leonard, if you wouldn't mind, what are your thoughts? Who would you want to see to be the first Giant picked in this draft?
Be an interesting take.
Oh, and sir, we got to get you in the Hall of Fame. We got to get you in the NFL Hall of Fame.
ASAP.
We got to get this. Okay, guys. Did you? Okay, hold on.
No way.
No way.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, hold on a second. He said,
he said, give me the link, baby.
Let me in the room. He said, let me in this. Yes, sir.
Let me pull out the red carpet, Sneaky. Hold up.
No, right?
Hold up.
Hold on. Let me clean up a little bit before.
Yeah, you got to tidy up a little bit.
The link out there. All you got to do
like a bunch of little kids.
Is click on the link.
Tidy up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
And then you know what? Tanya says, "Sneaky about the fangirl." You damn right.
Yes, he is.
Damn right.
Oh shoot.
Dude, that is awesome.
That's sick.
So he said, Sneaky, if you don't let this man in, I will fly down the
That's right.
You think, of course I'm gonna let this man in. Are you kidding me?
Oh man.
Are you kidding me? And here we go. We got bum shoulder. We got bum shoulder and all. Leonard, all you gotta do is click on that link.
Oh, he coming in. You know he coming in, baby. He say, I got bum shoulder. I'm coming in.
Again?
Hell no.
Bro. Leonard Marshall? Yeah, you think I'm not gonna be here for Leonard?
Right?
Bro. You'll get up for anything for Leonard Marshall right now.
He put some
I'm just waiting for that. I'm waiting for that ping. Hold on.
Bro, I can't even lift my arm, bro.
Is that bad?
All right. Hey, I gotta ask you that question.
What's up?
How did you fall off the truck?
So I was getting onto the truck. It was right after lunch. I was pulling myself up on the truck, and my hand slipped off the rail.
Oh,
yikes!
I tried to grab it with that same hand, and it swung me around. I went to the ground, and I guess when I tried to brace myself, I jacked
up your shoulder.
Yeah, I jacked up my arm, my wrist,
shit.
And then as the fall completed, I banged my head on the bottom side of the truck.
Ooh.
You didn't get no concussion, did you?
No, thank God. Well, I got a thick skull, so.
I don't mean to laugh. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh on that one, but that was good.
Worst thing.
As long as you're okay, though. Seriously.
Yeah, as long as you're good.
And hence, as long as you're good, man, that's what matters.
Yeah, I'll be at the draft with my sling.
Hey,
I will not be at the draft.
I'll probably be wearing my Shesterkin jersey.
Hey, are you okay,
hey,
son?
what do you think? I got it right here.
Hey,
You got it
Joe.
on already.
Nice.
2-0.
I
It'll
think
either be that one or my Kreider jersey.
he's up on us, y'all.
Oh no, I'm right here. I'm good.
Oh, no, he's just waiting for that Bing.
I'm
Where's
waiting for that bang.
Where's Leonard at? I'm waiting.
He's waiting.
So am
He's
I.
coming in.
You
Call him Sneaky. Once Leonard
Dude.
gets here, he's kicking us all out.
like, oh, I'm having. Okay, I got you. I'm doing it right now.
Send that man that invite.
Oh man, I'm fanboying like crazy right now.
Oh, dude, I'm blushing right now for being a Hispanic man. I can see redness on my face.
3. Leonard, I'm sending it to you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on a sec.
Dude, the man's gonna be here.
Sneaky has. Waiting for. Okay, all right. Hold on. Okay, here we go. I want to make sure I got it all correct. Okay.
Wow. Like nervous. Excited and nervous. This is really, really cool. Barkley 8 winning a ring in Philly.
Would you guys put Pepper Johnson in y'all's top
I
10?
sent you the text, sir. I sent you the
Pepper
text.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Man, this about to happen.
It is. Man, Sneaky, I gotta say thank you for the invite last night through the show.
Thanks
I gotta
for
say
coming.
that. No, man, just because of this.
Lisa, no, thank you. Thank you, Lisa.
I think this is a good sign. I think it's a good sign,
Okay.
y'all.
Yeah, I'm sending it to him right now. I did just text it to him.
This is gonna be a good sign. Leonard Marshall coming on the Sneaky Show. I think we're gonna have a good draft, y'all.
Oh yeah.
I think we're gonna have a good draft, y'all.
I'm telling you right now, if they trade up to 3, it's a quarterback, hands down.
Yeah,
For
the
sure.
other question is,
No doubt.
Aaron,
No
who
doubt.
would you take, JJ or May?
What I think is going to happen is if they trade up to 3, whoever Washington doesn't get is who we're going to take. So it either be Daniels or May. I can't. As much as I love JJ because I am a Michigan fan, much as I love him, I don't think maybe
Not
late.
at 3. Not at 3 though.
Tanya said we have to manifest a good draft.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Guys, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. Here we go.
Ladies, okay. I
gotta sit up.
Hold on.
Now.
Everybody ready? You get right. Okay.
Go ahead.
It is my honor to bring in for the very first time on this show a New York Giant Ring of Honor, 2-time Super Bowl champ, Leonard Marshall.
Yo,
baby.
What's up?
Let's go.
What?
Are we ready for some football on Thursday or what?
Oh,
ready for it, baby.
Yes, sir. Man, it's good to see you.
It's about time. It's great to see you guys too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's an honor. It's an honor.
And you know what? Leonard, I owe you an apology. I should have said future NFL Hall of Famer.
Absolutely.
Leonard, that's what I should have said.
Yes, sir.
Well,
That's what I should have said.
We're rapidly moving in that direction, and you guys are all a part of that. You know, every last bit of that.
I'm putting this out there right now. If Mr. Marshall doesn't get the knock at his door, I'm coming and finding you and knocking on your door.
So Leonard, I just want to introduce everybody real quick.
Sure.
You got SneakyG right here.
Nice to
on the
meet you.
far end with the Knicks picture, you got Danny.
What's up?
Hey, Danny.
Right beside, you got.
I got you. You got you.
You got Ant, and of course you got Daryl. We are all diehard Giant fans.
Well, this is fabulous, fellas. This is fabulous. You know, one thing I'll tell you guys is, you know, it was a great time in my life to be a New York Giant. I've been wearing that flag for 43 years now.
Wow.
And I'm honored. I'm humble as hell, but I'm honored as hell to see the support that you men put into this and how much you love and adore what we men did on the field. You know, it was boys playing a kids game for a king's ransom. And during my day, we played it because we loved it. We didn't play it for money. That's the difference between what you watch now and we did as players. And we played it to be the best at our position. You know, every guy that lined up with me, whether it was Carl Banks, Lawrence Taylor, Phil Simms, Mark Bavaro, any one of those names I just gave you, every one of those men played this game at a high level because they wanted the respect from you guys. They wanted to deliver you something that you can be proud of for years to come. And when we look back on it today, our brand of football was the best of football. And
Hell
probably
yeah.
the best football will ever be. And so when I tell you that I'm honored, I'm humble as hell. I appreciate the respect you guys put on my career. And I love every bit of it. And love you guys for being true to yourselves and true to the New York Giants.
Absolutely.
Well, Leonard, I want to
Definitely.
I just want to say this. I'm thank you for recognizing us, for giving you guys, especially you. I mean, I think a couple weeks ago, Ant and I were on a show, and I think you might have saw that clip where we felt that you were one of the most underrated Giant. And I want to give you your flowers, sir. I want to give you your flowers. You were always there making the big plays in big games. Okay. 83 sacks. That's not too bad.
No, not
That's
bad.
not and Sleevey said a few minutes ago, 177 games.
177 games.
I mean, for me,
Consistency at its finest, right there, baby.
Yeah.
Consistency at its finest.
That's it's amazing what you did.
Yeah.
And does anybody? I mean, we got the man right here. Do you guys have any questions? You got
question you might want. Ask whatever question you want.
I go ahead, Steve. You go first. Go ahead.
No, you go first, Danny. You
Listen,
start speaking. I raised my hand.
So, hold on. So I'll tell you what. Let me just some of the comments. He was very nice. Okay, so New York Giant for Life met you. He said he was very nice to my son. We met him. Hall of Fame, hands down. Hell yeah. Tanya wants to know, are you going to make a comeback? Asking for a friend.
Tanya, I'm a little old now, baby. I tell you what.
Coming out of retirement right now.
81 pounds later. I just lost about 81 pounds in my journey. And
wow, congratulations.
I need to know your secret.
Put that stuff.
Yeah, I know it's in here.
I could show them boys, the young boys, a thing or two, you know.
So, guys, I'm going to ask one question because I could talk to Leonard all night. You all know me, okay? I want to ask, because I'm an old head, okay? I'm not calling you old. I'm calling me old, okay? I want to know, seriously, in today's NFL, how much would you get fined every game?
Well, I don't know how much money it would be, but I could tell you this, that rule they have for quarterbacks, I think that rule made for guys like myself and Lawrence Taylor. Because half of the stuff that we did to quarterbacks, man, I can go back to 1985, a game where I'm playing the Cowboys and, I separate Danny White's shoulder in the game. Something I didn't do, but we win the game because we knocked Danny White out the game. 87 where we break Joe Theismann's leg.
Yeah.
Remember
that.
So do I.
The first championship where we knocked Montana out the game. So, it's all kinds of plays like that I can remember like yesterday. And those rules, I think, really changed after my hit on Montana in 1990 in the NFC Championship game. I think they've now found a way to put a dress on quarterbacks, and I think it's wrong because I think it takes the fun out of rushing the quarterback. And it makes players more timid, and it shouldn't make players timid. You play the game at a high level because it's a game where big men get into battles, and if you got guys on the other side, they're paying them to block you. They should be able to either try to block you. If they can't block you and you make a football play to separate them from the ball, that's part of the game. That's the zeal for the game. And you can't change that because they're shortchanging you as the fan. And fans used to come to watch our defense play. They didn't care if our offense scored 3 points. They just wanted to watch Lawrence Taylor, Harry Carson, and Leonard Marshall and Carl Banks beat the shit out their opponents. That's it.
Yep.
That's it. So
that is true.
Anybody got anything?
Well, I mean, me as I was blessed to play. I didn't get a chance to play NCAA, or my dream of NFL was never there. But the respect that I have for the offensive line and the defensive line, because I played both line. In high school I played both ways of the line.
Sure.
And one thing my coach always taught me was this. He goes, when it's time to play the game, put your lunch pail under your arm, you punch in, and you go play the game. And that's something, watching you guys growing up in '86, all the way till I was playing in my freshman year in '94, of high school. It was just an amazing thing seeing you guys play. And my dad's the one who got me addicted to the Giants.
That's awesome.
So my father, growing up as a little kid in '85, my dad introduced me to the Giants. '86, we're watching the Super Bowl together, going crazy, seeing you guys. And
Yeah.
I was blessed to see you play until you retired.
Yeah.
For me, having you here is an amazing thing, and I can't thank you enough for coming here to talk to us tonight.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, I can say this in ode to you and the comment you just made. The elephants, George Young used to always tell us as players that the elephants win the game. And the elephants are the offensive and defensive linemen. If you got good linemen on both sides of the ball, you're going to beat anybody on any given Sunday. The skill positions catching, they're supposed to catch. That's what they get paid to do. But the big boys up front on both sides of the ball, if they can dominate their opponent on both sides of the ball, you typically win a game. I go back to the 1991 Super Bowl championship where we played the Bills. The Bills had scored 91 points in 2 weeks. They see the New York Giant defense coming off a big victory against San Francisco. People didn't think we had a chance. They scored 91 points in 2 weeks. How are the Giants going to slow them down? We slowed them down by running the ball down their throat. If you go back and look at the film and you take a look at Bruce Smith's pants in the game, he had grass stains all over his ass because he was on his back more than he was hitting our quarterback.
Oh,
That's because Dumbo Elliott all the shit out of him. We take pride in that as players, and that's what players played the game for back in my era. We played to be dominant. We didn't play it to be passive or have you like us after the game, going high-fiving their buddies and taking pictures and swapping jerseys. Hell, I hated them so much when I got off the field, I couldn't wait to get in the locker room because I didn't want to see them. I'd give them a call during the week. Hey, man, that was a great game. Thank you. Sorry we kicked your ass. See you next week.
Right.
That's why you gotta handle it. But true professionals, we were, and true professionals we remain today. And that's what I like about football back in my era. Not this ball that they play today.
No, it's a different type of thing. And one thing that my coach said, I know everyone's got a question, but he said this to me. He's like, Gomez, you're a fool. This is a special organization you're in. I said, what's that? You just called me a fool. He goes, Federation of Offensive Linemen.
That's right.
That's why you're a fool. I'm like, oh, because I'm the one who's pushing the guys. I get it now. You know what I mean? But that to me, it's like an honor saying that to you, because I came from a small Catholic high school in Jersey.
That's okay. What school did you go to?
I went to St. Mary's in Rutherford.
Okay, I know it well.
Yeah, that's my hometown. I was not even a mile away from the stadium.
I know it well. I lived in East Rutherford back in that day.
Oh, nice.
So I got two questions for you through the comments. One is NFL Giants for life. He said, which team did you love playing against the most?
I love playing against the Washington Redskins because, again, it's all about the elephants. They had a group called the Hogs, and we were the Big Blue Wrecking Crew.
Yes.
So it was a battle of elephants, and they were 6 foot. They were average. The average height was 6'5", and the average size was 310 pounds. The guy I lined up over Joe Jacoby was 6'6" and 340 pounds.
Jeez.
And I treated him like a redhead stepchild every time I played him. Every time I played him, I beat him up in games.
Danny, do you got anything for Leonard?
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably I was born in '86, so I wasn't, I didn't see the '86 World Championship, but I know my history. As soon as I became a Giants fan,
sure,
I did my research. That was by law. I had to do my research because I didn't start watching football. I didn't become a Giants fan until the year 2000 when they went to the Super Bowl with the Ravens. Unfortunately, they did take the L. But I was so in love with Big Blue. I was like, you know what? This is the team I have to follow.
Sure.
It has so much tradition. It has so much legacy, such as yourself, Lawrence Taylor, Carl Banks, Harry Carson, and everybody. And
Yeah.
I just wanted to know, like, what was it like playing with all those great legends by your side?
Oh man, I tell you, when I first joined the team, I was highly intimidated. I walked in and they put my locker right next to LT and Harry, and they put me between them and George Martin. And so I said, boy, I got some big shoes to fill. I better come in and start balling right away.
Right.
Otherwise, these guys are gonna ride my ass right out of here. And I earned their respect the first year I was there. And I earned their respect in training camp because my first training camp, I dropped 26 pounds in training camp and became the starter about the fifth game of the season. And from then, everything was uphill for me. I think my first year we finished 3-12-1. They wanted to fire Bill Parcells. We drafted Carl Banks in '84. I made Carl my little brother, took him under my wing, and
It's amazing. It's
tried
amazing.
to show him the way we did things around the New York Giants. He got better and improved. Then the next season we drafted Gary Reasons and a couple of other guys. And then the next season we had this big defensive draft in '86 where we drafted 7 defensive players in the first 4 rounds. We drafted Eric Dorsey, John Washington, Mark Collins, Greg Lasker, Pepper Johnson, and 2 other guys. And all those guys became intricate parts of our football team in '86, the year we won our first championship. So the rise from the New York Giants was quite sweet back in those days. And a couple of those guys got a taste of a second championship because they were just outstanding athletes. They played the game at a high level because they loved it. They didn't care about money. They cared about us. They cared about the cats they had to look into the mirror with in the locker room on a weekly basis and whether or not they shortchanged them or not. Today's player just cares about himself. How's my Bentley looking? Is my Rolex shining? Can I go and buy that shiny suit? All that kind of stuff. So it's a bit different.
It's just to impress other players.
Yeah,
They're
different. It's a bit different. But not every player is like that, guys. There's just some guys that are
for sure.
And you got anything?
I just want to thank Leonard and the fellas for being there at one of my worst moments in life when I had a stepfather who's an all Philadelphia fan, because without him, I would not be a New York Giants fan.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
That's unreal.
For you, Leonard, but I want to say that your 96, your 86 and 90 defensive team, you guys are the reason why I put on the chin strap.
There you go, baby.
Because I really love the way y'all used to kick ass, and I wanted to kick ass just like y'all did when I was there. And I'm talking about from Pee Wee all the way to high school. Now I didn't go no further than that, but when I stepped out on the field, I just had that itch about me. I shoot off that line, and I was in the backfield faster than you can blink.
There you go.
And you guys, it's just the way y'all went about it, though.
Yeah, we were very business-like. Very lunch pail, like Mr. Gomez referred to it.
So I got a question from the gathering. What do you think? I hope, and I should read these questions pre-hand before, but it says, what do you think of the Giants D-line this year? Do you think they can be a dominated force in the NFL? I guess it means, this year.
This year.
I think this year's draft is going to produce a player in the second or third round for us on defense that can go in and help Dexter Lawrence really excel. I think Dexter Lawrence is coming to his own as one of the top defensive linemen in the game.
Yeah.
I think that this is his breakout year. This is either year 3 or year 4 for Dexter. I think it's year 4. And
fourth year.
For him, I think it's going to be really good for him. I was hoping for them to get a guy last year that could come in that's a little bit active, so that they can't slide the line of scrimmage to Dexter and give him the opportunity to be one-on-one with people, especially as a 3 technique or a 2 technique. But I tell you what, I think this year's draft is going to produce a guy. I don't know who that is yet, but they're going to produce a guy in the third or fourth round that could possibly come in and play with him, and give him a chance to get one-on-one, and then not be able to slide the line of scrimmage to him too often. I see us. You guys are talking about the draft. Now, you know I'm very I'm pro LSU, so I got to make that.
I know where he's going. I know he's going. I know he's going.
Pro
All
LSU.
right, sit tight. Here we go.
So I see 3 of my guys going in the first round, and I see 2 of my guys going in the top 10. You guys know who I'm talking about.
Mhm.
So
Malik
I'm hoping
Neighbors.
that my little homeboy Malik, who comes from my area, I'm either hoping my little homeboy either ends up in New York, or I'm hoping that my dude number 5 ends up underneath the quarterback, underneath the center at quarterback.
I'm hoping.
I don't know if
That'll be
number 5
sweet.
gonna make it that far, because I see number 5 going either the top 3 to top 5 players in the first round. However, I'm hoping and I'm praying that something happens that 5 ends up wearing the red, white, and blue.
I was a big Jaden Daniels guy. Yeah, I'm big on him.
Yeah, I'm big on number 5, and I'm big on Malik.
I would like Malik. I would like the receiver.
Yeah, and so is my
at
wife.
6.
So, now my wife's as big a fan as I am. So we're actually going to the draft, guys. We're actually going to the draft party at the stadium.
Oh, okay.
Are you?
Oh, look, I'm
wow.
going too. I'll be there.
We're gonna be.
Unfortunately, I will not be there.
Yeah, unfortunately, I won't be there this year.
We're gonna be there. First time I've done this in 40 years.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Say hi.
Hey,
Daryl, you got anything, Daryl?
No, man.
I got one more question. I got one more question for Mr. Marshall.
Okay.
What do you think about the tandem of the new tandem of Kayvon Thibodeau and Brian Burns?
I think that new tandem can be just as strong and just as proficient on defense as Lawrence and I were together. I really do. I really do see that. I think
That's a nice comparison. Yeah.
They got to come into their own and learn how to play with each other and work off of each other the way Lawrence and I did. You know, I think they got a new defensive coordinator. Hopefully, he'll have the vision of Bill Belichick and use them the way that Bill used us to be the focal point of what we did defensively. And just, go in and play your game. Go in and play your game and make sure that, that they're talking about you more than they're talking about somebody else. Because if they're talking about you more than they're talking about somebody else on Sunday, more than likely you're going to win the game. And that's what's up. That's what a true competitor does. If you got a zeal for the game, show it. Don't talk about it. Be about it and bring it every weekend. Bring it.
Well said. Well said. Well
So
said.
I do have a question, and I'm going to try to get every question in the chat, guys. I'm doing my best here. I'm just being gracious with Leonard's time. Now, Leonard, this didn't come from me, so that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay.
This is gonna be a tough one. Okay, I'm gonna put you on the spot here.
All right.
Who's your favorite teammate?
My favorite teammate.
Wow. I put you on the spot, and this is coming from New York Giants for life. This is not coming from me.
Well, let me just say this.
Yes, I'm throwing you under the bus.
I had multiple guys that I really trusted, and 2 names I'm going to say they're really going to surprise you. One guy who lived in my neighborhood when I played for the Giants, we lived literally a stone's throw from each other, was my quarterback, Phil Simms.
Oh, wow.
Man.
I absolutely loved and adored his work ethic, the way he went about his business, the way he carried himself off the field as a professional, the things that he did in the community, and the love that Giant fans gave him, win, lose, or draw. And the fact that he showed up every weekend and played resiliently in this market, being a kid from Kentucky. And that's the reason why I related to him, because I'm a kid from Franklin, Louisiana. I never hid it. I never said I was from New Orleans. I'm from Franklin, Louisiana. To come here and be able to have the success and do what you do and get that love in New York as a country boy, was a big deal for me. So I really admired Phil Simms. The other guy I admired the most, and he's retired, and he's the guy who took me under his wing when I was a rookie, and that was George Dwight Martin.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Dwight Martin not only helped shape my career as a player, but he helped shape my life off the field. He showed me what it was to be a consummate professional. He showed me what it meant to respect you guys that spend your hard-earned money to come watch me work, and me not shortchange you on Sunday when you come out to watch me work. So I always thought about that in the back of my mind. It's one thing to get a paycheck and play a game and play a kid's game and love what you do, but it's something else to play it and become an elite player, become the upper echelon of that 1% that make it to the National Football League. 3 million kids play in high school. That 3 million kids become 3,000 kids that go to college. And then of that 3,000, 1%, 300 of them end up in the National Football League. So think about that, guys, how lucky and how fortunate I was. So today, that's why I say, when I say I'm humble, I mean that in all due sincerity. I was blessed to play a kids game for King's Ransom for as long as I wanted to. I walked out with both of my knees intact, both my shoulders intact. I couldn't be more happier.
It is a 47-yard.
Well, guys, I gotta take off for the night because I gotta get up early for work. First of all, Sneaky, thank you for having me on tonight. I really appreciate it. Everybody else, thank you guys. Leonard, it's so honored to have you here with us tonight. I do have one more question I'm going to ask.
It is a 47-yard
to see if maybe you can come on my show. I have a small podcast show, the
Yes.
SneakyG show here in Jersey. It would be an honor to have you to talk to you a little bit more in depth with you if you would like to come on, and I'll definitely send you a link or something we can hook up and then see if we can get a recording together. I would be honored and definitely boost you for the Hall of Fame too. I would love to get you on.
You got it, my brother. You get
All right.
for SneakyG. You got it.
I definitely will. Guys, Leonard, thank you again. I'm very appreciative of you. Thank you so much for allowing me to ask that question. Guys,
quite welcome.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the draft, guys, this week.
Yeah, enjoy the draft.
I definitely will. I'm going to have the draft and the Rangers game on. So I got to do both. Guys,
right.
Thank you so much. And again, let's go Giants, guys. Let's do this year.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah, let me hear one time. Let's show Leonard what we do when we get off the show.
Let's go Giants. Yeah, right. Was that it?
It's the
ow. Okay. Let's go Giants. Ow.
Appreciate you. All right, man. Have
I
a good
love
night.
it. I love it. All right.
One last thing and this is my final question for you, and then I'll let you be. How much? And it's just kind of like a loaded question in a sense. Knowing that we have so much respect for you, and knowing that out of the thousands of Giant players and athletes that went through that organization, and how we can all agree that we put you in the top 5 in the conversation. What does that? I mean, what does that mean to you? And I'm really curious because we look up to you. We really do.
I'm going to tell you what it means. There have been more than 5,000 players that have worn a New York Giant uniform, fellas, since 1925. Okay, so being the historian I am, I go back to the days where the Canton Bulldogs played the New York Giants in the first ball game in Canton, Ohio. When I think of that, there wasn't one African-American man playing in that football game. I got to come to New York, a kid from Louisiana, a kid who was born and grew up in segregation. It wasn't until 1967-68 that schools became desegregated in Louisiana, that blacks and whites went to school. So I got a chance to play a kid's game with the other kids of other colors and cultures, and then turn that game into a way I earned a living. To come to New York and play for the New York Giants, to be one of the 5,000 to play, and then hear you say I'm in one of the top 5 players in your book in the history of the Giant organization, it blows my mind. I thank you, and it blows my mind because it's a tribute to not only the way I was raised, to what I did as a player, to what I did as a student athlete and college, to what I did as a professional. A true pro, both in the game of football and outside the game of football. I've never been arrested. I've never been in trouble with the law. I've been a model citizen, both in and out the game, and I will continue to live my life that way and honor my family. So I'm when I say I'm humble, that's what I mean, guys. I'm humble, and I love you guys just as much as you love what I did and what I do now, and how I continue to impact lives of people that are in dire need of support. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I want to say this.
Welcome.
We thank you for being here. You are part of the New York Giants Ring of Honor. You are in the LSU Hall of Fame. You are in the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame. You're also in the New Jersey Sports Writers Hall of Fame. We got one more to get you in.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
we got one more to get you in.
I can't wait till the day that happens and see every one of you there.
Oh, I will.
He gonna get in. He gonna get in. You gonna get in. You gonna get in.
You're gonna get in. Yeah, we will definitely be. We will do whatever we can to make that happen, sir. Thank you so much.
Hey, brother. Thank you.
Coming on. Thank you, Leonard. Thank you. Appreciate you coming on.
Great night, fellas. And let's go Giants.
Yes, sir.
Let's go, Big Blue.
Have a good night,
All right.
sir.
All right, guys.
I think
that just happened, guys.
That was amazing.
That just happened.
That was amazing. And on draft week, look at that. Draft week.
I want to tell everybody. I'm sorry that if I didn't get to a lot of the questions. But I wanted him to talk. I wanted him to,
like, we just brought him in conversation, and then boom, it happened.
I want to first off, I want to thank Kenny. I don't know if Kenny's still watching. But Kenny Boo Marshall, that was his brother. So I want to thank him for watching. And I'm going to assume, although it's not good to, I'm going to assume he said, "Hey, you got people talking about you." And
in a good way.
Well, yeah, but you did say he owes you money, Danny. that was funny. He kind of was like, he said,
Sneaky?
"Oh, Danny." Danny, you should have said yes.
If I see him at the drive party, I'll be like, "Yo, remember that $5 you owe me?"
Yes. A true human being.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm like, yo, hey.
Yeah,
hey, y'all can't tell me nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, hey, guess what, Danny? You just spoke to Leonard Marshall.
I'm telling you, man.
Guess what? You too. And hey, Daryl. Guess who you was talking to?
Leonard Marshall.
Right?
Top 5.
Oh
Yeah,
my
man.
God. That just happened.
Top 5.
That's what's good to be of being a Giants fan, because we come on your show, Sneaky, and you got all these like plugs out here. You get some of these Giant players on your podcast, and we can speak to them when you have them on. You got a conversation with them. It's so good. It's so cool, man. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so good to have, like, for you to have the show,
yeah,
and then have that addition. Have those Giant players come on. They don't have to come on, but they do.
Yeah,
and they're humble enough to come on, have a conversation with us. Or it's so amazing.
Tanya said it best. They are humble, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Tanya, that's the best. I mean,
and who's left, right? You know who he got to get on, right?
Who's next?
Number 80. Come on, Sneaky.
Oh, I mean,
and I ain't talking about Victor. Ain't talking about Victor Cruz either.
Hold on. Tanya said it. Let's see. See
owe
the
me.
see the manifesting? We got to manifest
Yeah,
it. We got to
telling you.
manifest it.
You heard me, Sneaky. You heard me,
What's up?
Sneaky Barber. You owe me.
Oh, right, right.
I'm still waiting. Matter of fact,
Trying to get kicked Barber show.
call WFAN tomorrow while he's on with Evan.
You should, and you should.
Tiki, you still owe me a phone call. And he's gonna be like, "Who's this?"
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Big Blue."
Then you're gonna be like, next caller.
Yeah, I know.
Just hang up on the guy.
He'll know.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
That defense was the whole reason why I even laced up chin straps, man.
And I wanted to tell him that I played, I tried to play defense, but I was trash. I was trash.
Oh,
and then that's why I slid over and played quarterback because I could throw the ball better than I could tackle anyone. Sneaky,
sling that rock, baby.
You're the top dog in the Giants. Well, I appreciate that, New York Giants for life. And I'm sorry I threw you under the bus, but I had to. You understand, right?
But
I'm sorry.
You sling that rock.
Hey, I can still sling that rock. Hey, I can still sling. Well, it's been a minute. But I can still do it though. I can still sling that rock. Hold on a sec. What's crazy is he paved the way. I saw, and I was gonna, I wanted to post. I mean, there was a lot of question, guys, a lot. And I'm so thankful that you guys are so active on here. But when Leonard talks, I listen.
You have to. You have to.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
you can't
go on. Please go on. He brought up something tonight that I was thinking when he brought this player's name up. And this player, comes in under the radar, all those great teams played with, and that's Gary Reasons.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that once we get, Leonard Marshall in, that we start a petition for Gary Reasons.
We have so many. No, wait. I mean, this is a great conversation. I mean, we got a little bit of the show left. Hold on. And Tanya said, I just wrote book comments. You had some novels. You did, but they were good. They were good. We should have a conversation of what Carl Banks. Carl Banks is not in the Hall of Fame.
That's correct. That's insane.
What?
Insane.
I don't understand why not.
Get in?
Huh?
You know who really has to get in?
Oh,
Jeremy Shockey.
Shockey. Now, does he have the numbers?
Who cares?
That's it. No,
yeah,
he was.
Gotta go in there.
Facts.
He brought that Giants attitude.
Leonard Marshall brings up the hits that he had and how those hits changed the way the game is officiated and the safety rules. I have to say that Sean Taylor had a lot to do with that as well.
Lawrence,
man.
Lawrence, look. Okay. A lot of players, we can agree, right, had something to do with that, but a lot of the Big Blue Wrecking Crew had something to do with that too. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you got hit by Carl Banks. You ain't getting up.
Well, I think that's where it starts.
Yes.
Where I think it is with that Sean.
And of course, if you get hit by Leonard Marshall, you ain't getting up.
Ain't getting up. Nope.
I mean, that hit that he had on Joe Montana. Joe did not even know where he was at.
Yeah, I think the most important part of that play, and it's so much fun to watch, even without the hit. He never gave up. He never say, I'm on the ground, no big deal, whatever happens. He got up and made one of the biggest plays in Giants history.
Let me see if I still have that. I don't think I have that anymore on it. No. Oh, wait, I do. Yeah.
Nice.
Hostetler continues to loosen up behind the Giant bench. Here's Montana, long time in the
pocket. Watch, he's on the ground. And then, yeah.
Behind, the ball's loose, and turnover maybe.
On that play.
Say what?
He broke Montana's pinky on that play.
Shit. Did he really though?
And you know, so now the funny thing about that season, okay, we played the Niners earlier. It was Monday Night Football, and that it was supposed to be called the perfect game because we both started both teams started off undefeated, although we lost the week before. They lost the week before. And we came in cocky in the candlestick. We knew, whatever. And I actually saw Phil Simms. This is where I was like, that's where I want to be, because Phil Simms got into Ronnie Lott's face in that game. We still lost though, 7-3. 7-3.
Yep.
But I mean, the fact that Joe Montana got, hit the way he did, and
he didn't know he was just like days out of his mind.
Yeah, correctly too. That was the end of the run for the three-peat for San Fran.
That was, no three-peat.
Yo, do you think OC will go into the Ring of Honor eventually?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm does hold the Giants. It might even be a NFL record for the most sacks in a game with 7.
Well, he's tied with a few people. I think he's tied with a few people. I mean, anybody want to look that up? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, because I would love to. Yeah.
But so I'm going to tell you who I think should be in the Ring of Honor. My personal opinion. I would love to see Corey Webster. I would love to see McQuarters in there.
Really? Okay. McQuarters, really?
Well, yeah. I mean, he caught the interception that got us into the.
I know with Tony Romo. It's Tony Romo, right? That was Tony Romo.
I mean, and you can say I'm biased, but I have my reasons. Obviously, Brandon Jacobs, Ahmad Bradshaw, Mario Manningham.
How about Steve Smith? Remember him?
Steve Smith.
No.
You don't think he's gonna go in there? Because he was an Eagle. Because he was an Eagle.
That messed him up.
Yeah, where the Giants go to retire,
Yep, Strahan.
No,
that's Sehorn. I'm sorry, Sehorn. I said Strahan. Strahan's already in there. Yeah,
Sehorn. Hell
Jason Sehorn. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, in the league shortly, he had some really good numbers.
Who?
He got hurt, right?
Jason Sehorn.
Yeah, right? He got hurt on a kickoff when they were like, we shouldn't put him on kickoff, but he got hurt. Well, Tiki's already on there. You know what? You know who's forgotten? You know who's lost in the sauce? Kerry Collins.
I was about to say that.
You know, Kerry Collins got lost in this. I mean, the man took us to the Super Bowl, right? He won an NFC Championship game in dominating fashion. And we heard it from Tiki. He was one of the hardest throwing quarterbacks that he's ever had.
I think Victor Cruz will be in there sooner or later too.
I think Cruz should be in there too. I agree.
Bullshit call in that game too.
Oh, you're right. With Armstead?
Yep, that non-hold hold.
Yeah, I agree. You know, every time I see Jesse, I want to bring it up, but I don't want to bring it up.
Because wasn't he the one who called for the hold?
No, he caught the interception.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I believe Paul was on him for the hold, and he ended up getting the interception. I could be wrong, but it kind of sticks in my head.
You know what? You might be right. I'll check on that. But I do remember the interception, and I remember the holding call.
Yeah,
that could have been one of the turning points in the game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I'm going to step away for 1 second. I'll be right back.
You know what I think should go in the Ring of Honor too? David Deal.
Oh yeah, Deal, O'Hara.
Should go in there, bro.
Need.
Yeah, bro. Those are boys right there. Those are men right there, bro.
Parcells is in it, right?
He should be. If I don't want to, I think he is. He has to be.
I think Belichick should be in there if he's not. And you got to put Tom Coughlin in. If Parcells is in,
you have to put TC in there.
Oh yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
what about the other coach we had? I forgot his name. The one that passed away.
Jim
Fossil.
Fossil. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a lot of names, bro. It's a lot of names that should go in there
2001, he took us to that 2000 Super Bowl, the one we lost against
with the Ravens. With the Ravens, yeah.
You know who we had that was a good coach? I just don't think we lived up to our potential. Dan Reeves.
Yeah.
We had him before we had Jim Fossil.
Yeah,
that was before. Yeah,
I think we had Reeves for like 3 or 4 years, and then we could never like cross that hurdle. Kind of like the Cowboys have over the last 30 years. You know, they win a bunch of division championships, and that's pretty much it.
Yo, Dable's gonna go into this shit like this is gonna be me. He's gonna have a fucking target on his ass.
I got it though, as upset as a lot of us would be, even holding my Michigan by. If Dable that McCarthy is the guy, then I'm behind Dable 100%.
You said if what? Say it again.
If Dable and Shane truly believe in their heart of hearts that JJ McCarthy is their guy, is the guy, then I can't argue that. I just can't. You got to trust the process. Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, is he a top 10 quarterback? Not necessarily. You know, top 10 in the draft, I mean. Maybe late in the draft or even a second round for sure.
But he's a sought out quarterback in the draft for sure.
Because he's
How
do you not want a winner? And the fact, and this is what I think intrigues Shane and Dable so much, not just because he's a winner, but he's clearly a coachable quarterback. And that's the kind of players that's
what you look for. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you see the national championship ring?
They had there's 3 different what are they called? Variations of it.
Well, no, actually, there are right, yes, but the ones that the players actually got 4 rings.
Yeah, it was 4.
They got the playoff ring that everybody gets.
Right.
They got their national championship ring that looks similar to the playoff ring. They got their Rose Bowl ring, and then they also got their 3-time Big Ten ring.
Right.
You know, that'll be something, bro. And if we draft JJ and then we draft Blake Corum,
dude,
that'll be something. That'll be crazy.
Ant will be on.
That'll be insane.
If you look at a lot of the the 7-round mock drafts out there, because I do tend to dip into the later rounds as well. A lot of people have Corum fall into the 4th, possibly even the 5th round. To me, that's crazy.
That's wild.
I honestly could see him going as high as late in the 2nd round. Or as early, I should.
Yeah, here we go.
Didn't he have problems?
What's that?
Problems?
The stadium this evening.
Blake Corum?
Yeah.
Ooh. He's never injury issues. I mean, he's
been
last year, but that was one of them freak injuries.
No, I think he's talking about Jonathan Brooks, maybe the guy from Texas.
No, I was talking about Blake Corum.
Oh, Blake.
Yeah, I was. Okay,
yeah,
so this year.
I think like he was out 1 or 2 games this year because of it.
Oh, but that kid is a player, bro.
Yeah, but Ed's
the point.
Getting that too.
But he's small, but he could just get at it. Like he could just.
He reminds
Stokely. I'm sorry. I'm watching the game because I'm curious. The Super Bowl. That Stokely touchdown pisses me off.
Yeah.
Apparently, somebody missed their coverage, and that wasn't Sehorn's man.
Yeah, that wasn't a play where he lost his pants, was it?
No, that wasn't the play with no.
I mean,
well, if his pants didn't fall down, he would have got him, and that game would have been different.
Hold on a second.
Nah, what killed me is right after halftime, Ron Dixon takes that ball to the house, and then the very next kickoff,
there goes the man.
What's up, everybody?
Yo,
I hate to say this, I wish he would have been on.
Oh man,
20 minutes earlier.
We just got done recording ourselves. So
did you?
Yeah, we had to go like TMZ special on this whole Darren Waller thing.
Yeah, what's going on with Darren
Waller? What's the latest with that?
So everybody's assuming he cheated because of the way she wrote her post on Instagram afterwards.
Oh yeah. Now they're going through a divorce again. They're going through a divorce, maybe.
No, they are divorcing. They've already.
Oh, they said it. Okay.
They filed today in Nevada. It's a joint divorce where they've already agreed to everything basically, and it's ready to go. So I mean,
oh man,
that's why he's still contemplating retirement.
Yeah,
that's what we're kind of talking about. It's like, is he less likely to retire now because he doesn't have to worry about trying to fix his marriage now, or is he more likely to retire now because he's just not in the right frame of mind? Who knows?
Right.
Either way, it could go. I think Joe Shane knows, though. I think Joe Shane knows damn well what's going to happen. He's just not going to give up the juice there. That's his way.
Honestly, if Waller decides to retire, I don't see us doing anything different than what we're already doing. I think
Bellinger's going to take over. Yeah,
that's. I think it'll be Bellinger.
So let me just throw this out there. Welcome, Drew. Good to see you as always. We had Leonard Martian on for what, about for a minute?
About
15, like maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Yeah, almost, yeah.
We had a great conversation with him. Great dude. My question that I'm really curious is what are we gonna do with Slayton? Are we done with him?
I'd extend him personally.
I think, yeah. I mean, he's not expensive.
He wants to be.
If we resign him, how much would that cost us?
If you look at what people are making now, he can easily make sometimes like $10-15 million on the market based on what he's done performance wise. The problem is, for whatever reason, not just the Giants, but I feel like the NFL as a whole does not respect the man's skills.
Right.
Yeah.
I honestly will put him in a trade package in the draft. During the draft.
So are you assuming in that scenario we're getting a receiver at 6? Is that where I'm taking that?
I honestly, Drew, I want a QB. I want a QB.
I'm getting
at 6. But I mean, if the Giants want to do something, do the trade during the draft, I think I see them packaging something and putting Darius Slayton in there.
Oh, wait, let me pause real quick. Tanya, is it your brother's birthday or something? I saw a post. I don't know if it was anytime soon, so I just want to wish your brother a happy birthday. You've been a great supporter of this podcast, and I really appreciate you.
Danny,
I got to get.
Is that
bed?
All right, Ant.
All right.
Good night, brother.
Good night, bro.
All right, man. Love you guys.
Love you, Ant.
Much love.
Heal up.
Appreciate you, fam. Yeah, get better, man. Get better. I'll be checking on you.
Danny, how about them Knicks?
Let's go, baby. Love
it. The 21st? Okay. All right. Oh, wait. That's a couple days.
It's 2 days ago.
Yeah. He said, good night, Bubble Boy. So Ant hurt himself at work today. That's the backstory.
I was about to ask if he was getting that. I don't know about you, where you guys are all at, but I'm in Florida. We got a big bug thing going around, and people are getting knocked out for a week straight from it. It's bad.
Really? Wow.
Is it like a flu or stomach flu?
I had it myself a couple months ago. It's one of those things where you get all the mucus in your lungs and everything, where you can't even sleep at night and everything. Mine developed into a sinus infection eventually, where I was getting massive headaches for a week straight. It's it took probably 2 months to get over it fully, but for 2 weeks I was like The Walking Dead.
Keep that in Florida.
Keep that over
Keep
there.
that in Florida.
Listen,
Don't come to
you got to realize, guys, that everybody comes here to visit, so we're like the petri dish of America. Basically.
It is. Everybody goes to Florida. That's for sure.
Especially where I'm at. I'm right in Tampa Bay. I'm right in Clearwater. So I mean, we're talking in the
you're near the Rays.
I'm what?
You're near the Rays.
Tampa Bay.
You're
in Tampa Bay.
You said the Rays? Yeah, my job is literally I can see the stadium from my job at the Tropicana Field.
They suck so much.
The
I hate
worst
them.
field in all of sports, not even just baseball.
McNugget says, I don't have to worry about getting that sickness. I'm in the middle of nowhere.
That's true.
But you know what I get though?
Oh,
I get the
man.
opportunity in January to go to the beach and hang out.
That's the advantage of it. Yep.
That's
You
what we
know,
get.
Drew, you can go to hell. Shut up, man.
Sneaky,
I've done that
you don't
before.
have to, Sneaky, you don't have to worry about the cold weather, Sneaky.
Yeah,
like-
you don't. You're in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still gets
It
cold
gets cold
out
there.
here.
Not
Like
as cold.
50s.
50s, he says.
Cold.
Me and Danny got to worry about cold and
Like-
hot weather all the time.
Everything.
I'm wearing a sweatshirt right now because my
I got a
air
hoodie on.
conditioner's on 68. That's why.
That's the Florida way too.
Right.
So did you guys?
It's
Did
like,
you guys
it's like
hear?
hot on the outside, cold on the inside.
So did you guys hear that the Giants look like Drake May is their guy?
No.
They ain't
It
getting him.
looks like
Yeah.
it looks like
No,
that's their guy.
No, Danny. Danny,
If,
you know how I
if they
feel.
trade up,
Yeah,
then
it looks like they're good.
Nope.
getting a quarterback. But
That's like somebody saying Beyonce's their girl. She's married.
right.
Like, there's no way. Listen, you can buy all the hype you want. There's no way the hell the Patriots, with the crappy roster they have and the lack of QB options,
don't
win it.
disrespect
But you never know. But you
I'm
never
being
know.
honest.
They
Listen,
won't-
we don't have a great roster either. We don't. But there's no way that they're not taking a quarterback.
Okay, listen here. You guys are not getting pick 3. You can take
I don't
pick
want 'em.
4, but you're
Pick
not
'em.
getting my pick 3.
I honestly want pick 3 though. I want pick
no,
3.
Danny, if you
I
do
want
that,
pick
I
3
will.
if it's Jaden Daniels.
Danny, if you,
You
do
would've
that,
won it
I'm
for
rooting
Drake?
for any
You don't
team
wanna
that
win it for
puts
Drake?
picks.
North Carolina quarterback. Enough said.
I've
So
been hearing
Tanya,
that Drake
Tanya,
May.
to be honest, so her question is: so what team? What team
Chicago.
is Drama Caleb Williams going to?
No.
He's going to be the first pick, number 1.
I've been
Yeah,
hearing there's
no
rumors
doubt.
that Drake May might be first overall.
There's no way in hell.
Oh wow.
If it happens, it's going to
No,
be the biggest
but
upset.
who
That's
knows?
gonna throw the draft all the way off.
It is.
You know the guy in the Bears that has number 13 already changed his jersey number?
You talking about Mike Williams?
It was a receiver, one of the backup receivers for him. I forget.
Change his number.
He changed his number already.
So if the Bears don't draft Caleb, this is going to be the dumbest draft ever.
There's
It's
no
gonna
way they
throw
don't
it-
draft Caleb Williams.
That's yeah.
That man will
never
be crying in his mom's lap in Soldier Field in no time. Don't you worry.
You know, he was actually talking about that on the pivot. I saw a little clip from it, and he said that he was all good, you know, and he said the moment he touched his mom, you know, that's when all the emotion came. Meaning, they're not going to be in the what do you call it? The playoffs. They're not going to make. He's not going to win a national championship. They're not even going to go to the Pac-12. You know, the last Pac-12 conference game, and it kind of hit him, and he got all emotional. You know, I can understand that aspect of it. I mean, I've cried after a game. I don't know if you guys have.
I have.
I haven't. I have to be honest. I haven't cried after like a Giants game.
I cry every time the Giants play.
I cry every time the Patriots.
I hate to bring up own wounds, but when we lost to Philly in that comeback, the Sean Jackson.
Oh, the
kickoff,
run, yeah, that was bad.
I did not. Oh, Tanya said I have. I did not cry, but I did get off the couch, and I looked Mama Boss in the eye, and I said, "I'm gonna need a few hours." And I proceeded to just go outside and sit on the steps because we lived in an apartment. And I was
Sneaky. Where were you? Where were you when Daniel Jones ran that touchdown and tripped? Almost. got the
I
touchdown and tripped.
was. I think I was here. It was a Thursday night game.
Like, what was your first reaction to
You know
that?
what? My first reaction was like, "Oh shit, he's gone." You know, I thought he was going to run it all the way in.
Yep.
And my second reaction when he fell with nobody
near him, yo.
I'm like, we are never going to hear the.
We're gonna be the laughing stock of the NFL now.
He was just like Sam Darnold. He was seeing ghosts.
I think that's what it was.
You know, but check this out though. What people fail to realize, or they don't want to recall, they ran that same play, and he scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
And in that same season, second game, they did that same play. People don't want to talk about that. No.
That's like his butt fumble now, though.
No, I think the butt fumble's worse.
I say yeah. You think the butt fumble's worse?
Yes. The butt fumble's way worse.
The butt fumble wasn't going to be 7 points.
Yeah, actually, the butt fumble was a fumble.
That's what I'm saying, but it wasn't going to be 7 points.
About all my years watching football, I've only cried one time during a football game, and it was the 2018 AFC divisional game when we lost to the Titans. I realized that was Tom Brady's last game, and I just bawled my eyes out.
Yeah, man.
Miss you too, man. Billy, whenever you're ready, man, I'll be here.
Drew, I brought this in the conversation earlier in the show. I want your opinion on it. I was saying, like, if Daniel Jones gets hurt next year, he will end up retiring early, just like Andrew Luck. What do you think?
I don't.
No,
I think he will hold on for every single dollar he possibly can get.
He will come to the New England Patriots, and we will trade him for something.
If he gets hurt, and I've said all along on our show that I don't think that he plays one down for the Giants this year. I really don't. I think he's gonna have a red shirt year, because if he gets hurt, all of his money next year gets guaranteed.
I knew it. I see.
Wait. You mean if we keep him?
If he gets hurt, his whole contract for next year becomes guaranteed. We don't save a dollar by releasing him.
Wait. Oh, I didn't know that.
There's injury guarantees written. There's injury guarantees written into the deal.
So
he gets hurt.
Let's hope Daniel Jones doesn't get hurt.
So if he gets hurt and
let me reword this. If he plays when he gets hurt, because it's Daniel Jones, when he gets hurt, that's what would happen. So the best way to prevent being stuck another year with him,
don't pay him.
Don't play him.
Is don't play him. That's why they got Drew Lock.
Well,
and that's why they're going to draft somebody. Or I've said forever.
Hey, what's up?
It's a season-ending injury.
Yeah.
If he gets hurt, not just gets hurt.
He gets hurt.
Now, keep in mind, though, the injuries he's had, for the most part, he hurts his neck again. You think that's not a season-ending injury right there?
That might be a career-ending.
That was the same reason retiring after that.
But I'm just saying, there's no doubt. Especially, let's put it this way. Okay, I hate to think the worst of people, but I'm a cynic at heart at times. I just can't help myself at times.
Gotta be realist. Yeah.
I think very highly, actually, of Daniel Jones as a person. I don't like him as our QB, but I think highly of him as a person. Let's say it's week 15, week 14, whatever. He gets hurt. Are you rushing to come back?
No.
If you know that money becomes guaranteed?
No. I'm sitting on the couch as long as I can.
If it's okay, so if he gets hurt towards the end of the season, God willing, right? It doesn't happen. Hypothetically. And they shut him down, right? There has to be a reason, okay, let me get this straight. All right, because I didn't
know all these details.
And that's part of the problem is I don't have the contract in front of me, obviously, look at the exact verbiage of it. I just know there's injury guarantees into it. And if I have a player that gets hurt all the time, like he's been every single year except for one, I'm not putting him out there if I'm going to have to risk potentially paying him another $20 million next year.
Well, okay, hold on. So to be fair, this is Daniel. Out of the 5 years, Jones has been our starting quarterback. Last year and the 2021 season was when they shut him down for the season. Okay. Yes. So if he plays, because we can opt out of him after
the season.
Well, yeah, we can cut him and he gets, and it's I think like a $25 million savings. I can look it up the exact year, but
25 million, something like that. Yeah.
But I mean, so that's what I'm saying. Like,
I got
if he gets hurt,
monitor here. It becomes all guaranteed that year.
We've reached out to them for comment and
so 2025, his cap hit is $41.6 million. If we cut him, we can save $19.4 million against the cap. If he gets that injury guarantee, that $41 million is fully guaranteed.
Shit.
Damn.
Trade him like we did to Mac Jones.
So basically,
now here's another thing to think about too, and I'll be the first one to admit I am not the salary cap guy 100%. Like I try to learn as best I can about it, but there's so many different intricacies to it that I don't pretend to be the expert on it. But here's my other thought process of that. Not only does the $41 million become guaranteed for next year, but then let's say you cut him in 2016 now. He's got $11 million dead cap hit in 2016. Actually, 2026, I'm sorry. Now, does that also become guaranteed now in that respect? Again, I'm not that guy. I don't pretend to be. I just knew there was injury guarantees, and I'm not letting that guy go out there with injury guarantees like that. The only reason I'm let him go out there again to play is if he signs or reworks that deal where the injury guarantees go away.
I'm trying to find. Oh, I see it here. I see it right here. Let's see, 11 million of 2025 salary, fully guaranteed. The 5th league day of 2025. 23 injury guaranteed at signing. And then he gets a $500 roster bonus. And then he still gets 35 million incentives.
What a damn contract, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying I don't. Even if, let's say, hypothetically things don't work out for us, and we can't get a quarterback in this draft, which I'd be ticked off as all hell. But let's say that worst case scenario happens, I'd be calling Ryan Tannehill's agent up in a freaking heartbeat. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah,
I am not letting this guy play it down.
So I'm looking I'm looking at his contract, right? And Drew, I don't know if you're seeing this too. 2023.
Depends where you're at. I'm on over the cap. I don't know where you're at. So
okay, well, I'm looking at what the site that I'm looking at.
Yeah,
I'm at that sport rack or sport.
Okay,
whatever.
Sports Track. Yeah,
Sports Track. Yeah. So I'm looking at the 2023 year, right? And I see where it has the 15 million for the cap hit, but then there's like that IR. So is that saying that we got a discount because he got hurt?
Again, this is where I tell you point blank, I'm not the salary cap guy.
Okay.
I don't want to pretend.
No,
to be.
I get it.
I knew the injury guarantee stuff. I do try to look at what we get and save by cutting people. I use over the cap, which is basically the same thing. It's just a different site does the same thing. But like I said, I don't know too much on that. And like I said, anytime I hear injury guarantees with the guy made of porcelain like this, it just scares me.
So the best thing is not to play. The best thing is not to play him at all.
And that's like I said, that's my opinion. But you got to have options,
right?
I will say this about the Giants: draft a quarterback, have Drew Lock play, have Daniel Jones and Drew Lock mentor the rookie. So then you can cut Daniel Jones next year, and then you have a rookie ready to go.
So Gabe said, so basically, if Daniel Jones tears his Achilles or ACL, we are screwed. Neck injury, do not qualify unless it's like 2021, not this past year, which it was a stinger. And then he continues on saying, there was a reporter who explained this to me and said we shouldn't be too concerned about the injury clause as it has a lot of wording in it.
Okay. Like I said, I haven't seen it personally, so yeah, that's
now.
That's good to hear.
I've actually thought of this. What Tanya's saying, right? This is payback. This is payback from Eli and Coughlin. She says this is karma for how we did Eli and Coughlin. I told y'all he got so many injuries. It definitely wasn't worth it.
I didn't follow his career at Duke. Was he injury prone at Duke like that or no?
I don't believe he was. He took a lot of hits at Duke. That's for damn sure.
Okay.
We drafted him. I watched a ton of tape. And actually the scary thing was I was more up on him after watching the tape than I was when we first drafted him.
I had no idea who he was.
Did a
No
deeper
idea.
dive. I did a much deeper dive than I did pre-draft, obviously, once we got him. Like
Yeah.
I watched the Clemson game his senior year, and I'm watching him just get hit, get right back up again, just toss the ball again like he didn't even get hit the previous
Like
play.
nothing, yeah.
I'm watching him, go ahead and just throw it to a receiver who's not even necessarily wide open, but NFL wide open, and the guy just drops the ball. And I'm like, oh my God, this guy is meant to be the Giants quarterback.
The only game that I saw Daniel Jones, I always want to see how players react during postseason play. And I want to say it was the Liberty Bowl that he played when he was with Duke. And to be fair, he had a line. I think he threw 3 touchdowns, had a decent game, looked great. He did get sacked a couple times.
I don't know what Gettleman was
satisfied.
seeing.
Okay.
I really don't know what Gettleman was seeing in him.
Gettleman would talk to his coach and talk to the Mannings, and that's what it was, I think.
Sweet, yeah, in his ear.
So I'm looking at his college stats: 12 games in 16, 13 games in 17, and 11 games in Dukes in 18. So he didn't miss a lot of games in college. If he did, he might have missed 1 or 2 that senior year, but that's it. 11 games seems a little bit light, but I don't know off the top of my head know how many games they played per year.
I think they played 12 games per year.
Well, that's what I was thinking. But there's a bowl game. There was a bowl game in 17 and 18, so that would explain the 13 and 17.
Yeah,
but that make him 2 missed games in his senior year.
May. Sarah?
Oh man.
Also, tonight, homeowners in Washington.
So
And he probably felt the same way about Daniel Jones when the Knicks drafted Kristaps.
Yeah, I don't know.
This just goes back to when Eli had his decline, and people were out for blood. They were like, "We need to move on. We need to get a quarterback."
Yeah, Ben McAdoo.
And I was just sitting back, and I'm just like, we got to be careful what we wish for, because I still remember when Phil Simms was waived, and we had what was it, Dave Brown from Duke.
Don't even bring up that name. That's gonna make us cry again.
Yeah, and then we went through Danny Cannell, Kent Graham, and then Kerry Collins, of course, Kurt Warner, then Eli. But I mean, there was a gap there, and it was painful. Even though 97 we won the division, made the playoffs.
With Danny Cannell.
I was like, in my mind, we got to be careful what we wish for. And when Eli finally, decided to retire, and whatever the case may be, I didn't want to see it. I personally felt Eli, all we needed to do was get a running game, right? Which we had Saquon, but also with the running game, you need an offensive line. And
for years, that's been like shit. So,
yep.
I want to say since 2013, we have not had a decent.
It's been like forever, bro. It's been forever.
Yeah.
We ruined the second half of that man's career, basically.
Well, yeah.
And I'll say this as well. I don't think he wanted to retire.
I don't think so either.
I think he would have played 1 or 2 more years if we'd let him. And you know what? I think he deserved that right. Point blank. The man got us 2 rings.
And I'm so I know Pat Shurmur was the coach when they made the switch.
Yes.
From Eli to Jones.
Yeah.
And I don't know who I don't know if it was Shurmur that made the call or was it Gettleman. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Gettleman. Gettleman's like, get the kid in there. Let's see what he could do.
Of course.
I'm trying to remember exactly his stats those first couple games there. I remember the offense wasn't going good, that's for sure. But I can't remember off the top of my head. Let me see here. Let me pull up
Jones?
his game log. No, Eli. Trying to pull up his game log here. see where he was
I gotta
at. So,
what's up?
I gotta go.
All right, man. Well, yeah.
Thanks. Good night. Good
It's
night,
always
brother.
good to hear from you.
take it, man.
I have one final thing. The draft is coming up. I think you guys, if you guys want like decent O-line, to draft somebody O-line, second round, you guys should draft Cooper Beebe from Kansas State. He's a really decent O-line. Listen, I'm not biased either. He's really good, and I want the Patriots draft him, but we're probably not because we're stupid. So if anything, I would rather have you guys happy. So
I think we drafted all. I think we
I
addressed the O-line
appreciate
enough.
that, X.
Yeah.
Well, let me hear one time, man.
Yeah, I honestly don't see us picking a one, but yeah.
Let's go Giants. Oh,
I appreciate you, fam. Be
Yeah,
good.
I think we addressed
Hey,
the
Drew,
O-line
do you
enough.
think that Brian Daboll's in the hot seat now that Bill Belichick's out there roaming around?
I don't know. Okay, look, I will say this. I don't think so, but let's not forget when we played against the Eagles, the players showed that they were still playing for Coach Dable.
Damn straight.
And as long as he does not lose the locker room, okay,
He's the man.
I truly believe he's going to be there next year. Now, don't get it twisted. He could be 7-9, which God forbid, no. But again, if the team is still competing, or he could be 7-9 and lost the locker room, then yeah, definitely.
I honestly don't want Bill Belichick to coach us.
I think the only application that Bill Belichick will be filling out soon is the Shady Groves Retirement Home Communities application. I'm sorry, he's done.
Yeah, that guy should. Yeah, he's done.
I mean, Kraft has done him
73?
dirty. Yeah, Kraft has done him dirty now. That's become public now. You got all the rumors are when he was talking to the Falcons, he wanted to bring back the old crew again, the same crew that failed him over.
He wanted to be the owner of the Falcons. He wanted too much in there, too much hand.
So I didn't hear that much. Actually, I heard he was okay with giving up the GM rights and that kind of stuff.
Oh, really?
But his big thing is he wanted to bring back McDaniels and all these guys that he's had forever in New England. That, let's be honest, it didn't look like they were ready for modern NFL anymore at the last couple of years in the Patriots. And then on top of that, there was another rumor that he was going to stick around long enough to beat Shula's record and then retire.
So, I want to back up real quick. You said that Kraft screwed him over?
Oh yeah.
I didn't hear about this. What do you mean?
He talked trash to Blank when he was talking to the Falcons. He said basically all kinds of horrible things about him and everything. That's what ESPN was reporting.
Kraft told the owner of the Falcons
not to hire him.
Wow, I did not know that.
So that was the influence that they. There we go.
I did not know that.
So Kraft blames him for getting rid of Brady. He thinks that they cost him a ring. Which, let's be honest, we all saw Brady the last year with the Patriots.
He got a Tampa, he got a ring. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I think we all saw Brady at the end of the Patriots time and all thought Brady was done. Let's be honest here.
It's true. It's true. Yeah.
I didn't think I knew he had one more in him. I'm going to be honest. I knew Brady had one more. When he went to Tampa,
42 at that point? I mean,
yeah, I knew he had one more in it because Brady was pissed off when he played with Tampa.
Oh yeah,
and he wanted to get one more with he
wanted that to be the Patriots.
He was not going to retire until he got one without Belichick, because
that means
if he didn't, because I know you all remember Kobe and Shaq. Remember when Shaq left and won that one with Miami, and then they were like, Kobe, you can't win without Shaq, and then he had to win 4 and 5. He had to.
Well, he got gift wrap Pau Gasol too, but it's a whole separate.
He did. Yeah, he did. So Brady, I knew Brady was. I knew that.
I thought he was done. I'll say point blank. I thought he was done. He did not look as good the last year with the Patriots. He looked like he was losing some velocity. It looked like his arm strength was kind of going a little bit there, and he just figured a way to get it done in Tampa.
Well, I mean, okay, hold on. Okay, Drew, let's be real. Okay, he had Antonio Brown before he went crazy. I'm gonna throw that out there.
He was crazy when they got him.
He was. He was. He had Gronk with him,
Mike
and then
Evans.
he had Playoff Lenny. Yeah, no, Playoff Lenny when Playoff Lenny was
When it
Playoff
was
Lenny.
Lenny, yeah.
And that defense, that Tampa Bay defense.
Yep.
I mean, what's his name? Sanu? Not Sanu. He was with the Lions.
Dominican Sue.
Yeah.
Dominican
Sue.
Sue, JPP.
I mean, yes.
JPP was on that. Oh yeah, JPP was on that team. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And
I mean,
and, you know,
Devin
and
White
since-
before he went downhill.
And since we're talking about this, how come Leftwich have yet to get a OC job yet?
I was gonna say, man, he's
like, what's to do with that? But I
don't know what's scaring teams off, man. He's a good offensive mind guy.
He got a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah,
he was this close to getting a head coaching job the last go around with the Jaguars too, wasn't he? If I remember right. Like he
I
was
think
like
so,
the,
yeah.
like the finalist with Doug Peterson was the two of them going at it.
Let's see.
What's the deal with Eric Bieniemy? Why he can't get a job?
Oh, he got a college job. Didn't he get a college job?
Did he go to college?
I think he got a college job.
Because Eric Bieniemy needs to read the book How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Oh, okay.
It's personality issues. I'm telling you right now. Everything that you hear is personality issues.
Oh.
Well, you know, I did chuckle a little bit when I heard that the Washington players were like, he's too hard on us.
Yeah, I
thought that was kind of comical.
But here's the thing, though. It don't matter if the players and everybody else likes you if you're winning.
Oh, wow.
They didn't exactly win last year.
McNugget says Eric doesn't have a great personality, to be honest.
See?
But if I wasn't McNugget, and please chime in, I wouldn't be shocked if he came back to the Chiefs.
Andy Reid's got an extension.
I think.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying as a head coach. I'm saying as a I don't know, consultant, because what's his name? The old Bears coach is the OC.
Yeah, Matt Nagy.
Matt Nagy. Yeah.
Matt Nagy. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I don't see him coming back.
I'm telling you, he wore his welcome out there. That was not a him move. That was they telling him you to make that move.
So it was time to go.
Says,
he had issues in Colorado. Was it Colorado? Whatever in college, he had issues too as well, where he was getting into fights with players and stuff like that. And I think he had like a drunk driving thing or something like that going on too. Remember right?
Oh man,
I remember he played for Colorado. Yes.
No, I'm saying when he was a coach. Was he a coach there for a little while? I gotta look it up now.
No, I don't know where he coached at in college.
Yep, he was the OC of Colorado in 11 and 12.
So he's never been a head coach somewhere.
No, he's an assistant head coach now.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem.
But here's the problem though with it, honestly, is he's had issues everywhere he's gone because of his personality. And that's where it really boils down to. Like, you know, I'll be the first one to tell you that anytime I see somebody here who you know has a good resume, like I've said, Steve Wilkes, for example, is a guy who deserves a job where you want to look at people that don't get shots that should get shots.
Yeah.
But
he's overdue for
that. Obviously, something didn't happen very well with 49ers this year, obviously, for him.
He
But
should have got fired.
But Eric Bieniemy is a guy that you want to look at why it is. It's the personality. Honestly, it's the 100% the personality there. I'm trying to see real quick if I can find what the article was. I want to say it was drunk driving. He got caught or something like that when he was a coach.
Oh, that's right. He did play in the 5th down game. I remember that.
Northeast Tennessee high schools found themselves in the top 20 high schools in the state. Yeah, that's according to the U.S.
Wow. It's a shame because he's.
Oh, here we go. Bieniemy was linked to allegations of Colorado using alcohol and sex to lure recruits when he was there at Colorado as well. Apparently, university found evidence of drugs and alcohol being used to entice recruits, and he was apparently directly involved with that.
What year was that?
He was 11 and 12 was when he was the OC there. Arrested as a coach for a DUI. Yeah, here's
Now-
another article saying he got caught using booze and strippers at parties and stuff like that. Which, let's be honest, so many colleges do that. It's not even funny. But he was dumb enough to get
I was
caught.
like, that's the norm. I'm like, yeah, that's the
and
norm.
I'm also reading on the Wikipedia.
They're probably more disappointed. They show up to campus. Where's the strippers? What the hell?
They're saying that
I was
he
promised a party.
He was still offered a position.
I thought this came with the scholarship.
He was still offered a head coaching position in 2020, but he declined.
To where? To where?
Well, he just said he declined, but then he went to KC.
Now, hold on. Did he say that, or is that reported by somebody else?
Well,
There's
that's
a
on
key
Wiki,
distinction.
That's on Wikipedia, so I don't know how of a
Wait, he
source.
declined a whole head coach job where? What did it say?
No, he declined the head coaching job for Colorado.
Oh, for Colorado. Oh, okay.
Do you think? Do you think Dabs is going to do the play calling this year?
Yes,
I think so. He's not giving it to Kafka.
There was some questionable.
Him and Kafka got beef, yo. Him and Dable.
Here's my whole thing.
There's some inside beef
Kafka
there.
And Dable had this kind of beef, and we're talking about drafting a quarterback. Why the hell not just let him go?
I don't understand why they brought him back. I don't
Like,
understand.
why would you set up a rookie quarterback to go into it knowing you're probably going to have two offensive systems your first 2 years?
Yes,
I don't understand why they brought him back. Yeah.
Kifka a new position. Didn't they give Kifka like the assistant coach position?
They got head coach.
Yeah,
He got assistant head coach. Jerome Henderson got, I want to say, passing game coordinator title added as well, so we can get more money as well, because he passed up some potential options elsewhere to stay with the Giants as well.
Yeah, I really don't know why they brought him back. Like, it makes no damn sense.
That's what I'm saying. That's one thing I didn't understand. Unless you're so sure that the system you're using is so much more Dable than Kafka that you're not worried about changing the OC the second year. But to me, you look at the success of rookie quarterbacks, it's giving them talent around them, which obviously we have that issue, but it's also setting them up with the system and continuity.
That's the big thing. And that's what Jones didn't get. Jones did not get.
Jones didn't get anything. Let's be very frank there.
Yeah, he did.
Mara wasn't lying when he said that we messed him up. Mara's made a lot of mistakes, i.e., medium cokes, but he's said some things correct when it comes to Daniel Jones. I'm just saying.
You had to slide that in there. That's the
I had
second.
to. It's not even a large coke, a medium coke. Like,
Yeah.
that's the
Oh my
ultimate slap
gosh.
in the face. Like give the season ticket holders a goddamn big gulp from 7-Eleven. Like, you kidding me? Like,
Right. Well, I'll take a slushie. Give me a
yeah.
cherry Coke slushie. Hey guys,
You know what?
We're gonna go ahead and close the show out. Daryl, what's your final thought, man?
Well, I hope we just have a good draft. I hope we go after the right players that we need. Hopefully, we go for a wide receiver. I want to go for a quarterback, but I'm just afraid because I don't know. I just don't know about a new quarterback coming into the system right now.
I think that'd be Dable's. Maybe that might even allow him to reset the clock.
Mm-hmm.
But Daryl, let me hear it one time, brother.
New York Giants. Ow!
I appreciate you. And I'll see you Thursday on draft night.
Alrighty.
And yes, McNugget, I will be here Thursday night live watching the drafts, and we'll see what happens together. Drew, what you got? What's on your mind?
no, I mean, my big thing is let's see what happens this weekend so we can see how things unfold. I want a receiver at 6. We did last night our full first round mock. I actually had it getting Marvin Harrison Jr. I'd love if he fell in our lap. I got we had the Vikings trading with the Cardinals to get JJ at 4, and then we had Joe Alt going to the Chargers at 5, which opens us up to whatever receiver we want, which would be dream scenario for us. But legit, I think that's how it's going to go down. I think the Vikings will do whatever they have to do to get down and get JJ. So it's crazy to me.
I would love to have Junior. That would be a gift.
And then trade back up into that first round. Get Penix. I want Penix. I want him.
That's the guy you want?
I'm going from one porcelain quarterback to the next. I know, but still, I just like The guy's been healthy for 2 years. He's solid. There's
You gotta
something.
give him that. You gotta give him that.
I love
and
the
he got a
demeanor about
gun.
him. I love how all
has a
these
hell of an
players have
arm.
developed around him. Like there's just, and people forget too. I think it was his junior year in Indiana before he had one of his mega injuries. He was like going to be a Heisman Trophy candidate the way his season was starting. Granted, it was like 6 games. It was half the season, but what's the chances you ever see a Heisman winning quarterback from Indiana?
Right. Only if it played the way out it was supposed to, right?
Yeah.
He's legit. I really think it. I really think this guy's legit. If as long as he can stay healthy, so that's what I'm hoping for.
Now, before I ask you to, I'm here one time. Caleb, I don't think. Would it be feasible? Okay, let me just come out. I'm just going to say, I don't see him making the playoffs the first 5 years in the league. I don't know. There's just something about him that I'm not sold on. Is that a reach?
If we trade back up into the first round to get him?
No. I'm not talking about us. I'm talking
about the Bears.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking about the 5-year thing.
Caleb Williams, right? With every number 1 pick in the draft, that's a quarterback. There's just something.
Is he giving you Cam Newton vibes?
Give me what kind of vibes?
Cam Newton. Is he giving you like Cam Newton vibes a little bit?
I don't think that's fair to Cam Newton, to be honest. I don't think that. No, I don't know. See, because with Cam, I'm telling you, when Cam came in the league, I had a feeling. I knew he was going to be I knew he was going to take the Carolina Panthers to the Super Bowl. I didn't think it was going to take as long as it did, right? But with Caleb, I just don't remember when Leonard was talking about players are pretty much for themselves.
Correct.
I think Williams is a perfect example of that. And I'm not hating on him. I'm just giving my observation of what I see in him.
I think he's going to fall flat. Point blank. I think he's way overhyped. I think he has.
He's going to be the B word. He's going to be the B word.
I don't know if I'd go that far because I think what he's gonna I think he's gonna be like the next like a Sam Darnold, even like a Jones to a degree, where you have this guy for a couple of years and you're like, I still don't know if he's there or not. I still don't know if he's the guy.
Right.
I think that's what he's gonna end up being. And I think the problem is you put so much hype and so much pressure on this guy. And he goes to Chicago, which again, big market, much like New York, very blunt market. We're very passionate fans, very outspoken media.
Yeah.
And I go back to, I know you said about he didn't mean it, kind of just spilled out. I can't, and maybe it's a me issue. And I'm not this guy that people, I don't think guys can't cry. Like, I'm not that guy.
Right.
I cry. Stuff happens. But I look at that video, he didn't just cry. He climbed into his mommy's lap and cried in the stands. I'm being serious. Like, that's what he did. He climbed into his mommy's lap and cried, like bawling out. You can see him shaking. And the funniest part, if you haven't noticed this, rewatch this video because it's the funniest part of him crying in the stands. You see his dad just sitting there looking the opposite direction, like patting him on the back. Like his dad was so embarrassed. It's
like
not
he's
even
really
funny.
crying right now.
Like I said, I'm not. I just feel like if you have this much trouble with your emotions, that you're going to cry in your mommy's lap after a game. Not listen, like Bo Nix when he lost his last game. You see him on the bench with the towel over his head. We all know what he's doing. We all know it.
I mean, that's different. Yeah, that's
There's a difference. There's a difference.
Yeah.
You see guys as a team, dealing with those emotions together. That's different. He went into the stands, climbed into his mom's lap, and bursted out crying. That's not a grown man if you're doing that. I'm sorry.
Tanya kind of says it. One good sack by a 350-pound lineman.
And he's painting his fingernails.
And
too.
he will
Listen, I don't even care about that. I don't even care about that. Listen, you can have the pink phone. You can paint your fingernails. All of that stuff goes away if you win games and you play well.
Right.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
No one cares. How many? We talked about Cam Newton a minute ago. How many people in Carolina hated his outfits probably when he first got drafted? That man looks like he shops with Steven Tyler of Aerosmith.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm a Cam Newton fan. I liked him when he was in Auburn because I felt that he got slated in Florida. I'm glad he won a championship at JUCO. But I will admit, and if I ever meet him in person, I'm like, yes, I said you dress like Medea every time.
That's hilarious.
But I'm saying
he did.
that
He
goes
reminded me of
away.
Medea.
Yeah.
Remember last year we drafted Kayvon and was talking about his outfits. You didn't hear him talking about that when he was doing 2 sacks a game middle the season.
They were saying like he's a prima donna.
I was like, keep dressing like that.
That stuff goes away when you succeed.
Yeah.
So I don't worry about that part of it. But I worry about when he goes on a 3-game losing streak in Chicago and has that kind of media attention. Can he deal with that?
We'll find out.
We'll
find out. I'm just not sold. I'm not
either.
I look at, and I hate to bring up Caitlin Clark, but she also rubs me the wrong way. And I look at Caleb Williams, and I see these two mega, college athletes. This is like the first generation of the NIL deals. Okay. This is the product of the NIL deals. And I was a Caitlyn Jenner fan. Caitlyn Jenner. Oh my God. A Caitlin Clark fan. That's a mess up on me. But when that whole incident where she flopped, and people can judge me if they want to, how she flopped when the fan, ran into her, where you can clearly see the fan wasn't even paying attention, was looking at her phone. And I'm going to assume Caitlin didn't see her, or I don't know. But and it was the press conference, and that kind of just like, she was like, well, that's what they do to get to me. It's sad it got to that point. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, she was, in my perspective, she was accusing the player, or not the player, the fan that ran into her, saying that she accused of running her on purpose. And, the success she had, they won their conference, made it to the national championship game, fell short. I wish her the best in the WNBA. And then you have, Caleb, who is getting all this hype, is getting all this pressure, and hasn't even won anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then we look at JJ McCarthy, and we say you're not a winner because all you did was hand the ball off every down. But you won your conference 3 years in a row. You won the national championship. You won the Rose Bowl. Yeah, you lost to TCU, but I don't know. I just, like, for me, if I was JJ McCarthy and I came out winning a national championship against an undefeated Washington team, Penix, starting quarterback, and I'm not getting the attention. I'm not saying he's the number one pick. I'm not saying all that.
Yeah.
But I just think the hype is on the wrong person.
I mean,
that's all I'm saying.
But it's also a team thing. I mean, that's like saying we should hype Trent Dilfer.
Right. Well, I mean, Trent did end up winning a Super Bowl because
I'm just saying, but did he win it or did he get dragged to it?
He got lucky. I'll admit.
He got put in
he
got put in a nice position. Yeah.
Or here, I'll give you this one. I'll give you this one. It's a good example. Peyton Manning, his second ring.
Say what?
Peyton Manning, his second ring. Was that him? Or was that the team dragging him?
Well, it's. I will say this to your defense, right, and even to defend Trent Dilfer. He did throw a touchdown pass, although Peyton didn't. Peyton threw a 2-point conversion. And I think Peyton was like 9 for 23, I think it was.
Yeah.
He did not look good that game. But anyway.
Rex Grossman
he didn't turn the ball over. He didn't turn the ball over. And last time I checked, they don't put stats on Super Bowl rings.
I think the Bears are just desperate to get back to the winning ways. Like they just want to get a ring again.
Well, I think they're just desperate on putting seats in the
I think they're pigeonholed. They're cornered. They have to take him. That's
They
the
got no
problem. with
choice.
it.
Yeah, they're cornered.
Imagine if they don't take him and he becomes what people think he is. You'd be in so much trouble. It's not even funny. Because I'm telling you right now, I would trade down.
You knew the moment at the combine where he refused to participate in the drills and showed exactly who he is as a player. You aren't in college anymore, Buttercup. The NFL is different. It's a different beast. Teams don't want to deal with prima donnas. Yeah, that's true. We'll find out.
Am I the only one who hears the name Buttercup and still thinks the Princess Bride?
Well, now that you say that, yeah. Every time I hear that.
Knowledge. But here's the thing, though. People got to realize, too, as well. Part of this is it's not just the new generation as far as the NIL. It's also the new generation, and granted, it's been that way for a couple of years now, but it's still a new generation as far as social media, all the news, all the overhyping of the draft and everything like that. You want to talk about like a guy like Caleb Williams, and here I am now defending after all the trash talking I did, but not wanting to talk to people that, quite frankly, have no chance of drafting him. What happened with Deion Sanders? He's a classic example. He wouldn't talk to anybody he didn't think was beneath him when he was getting drafted. He's like, no, I'm not going to show up to this meeting. I'm not going to be there when you're drafting. He literally told teams that. This is not new.
I agree. I think because this isn't new, but in a sense, it is new. The fact that he went to the combine, just showed up to the meetings, and then basically was on the NFL Network channel, tasting sour, what do you call it?
He was like doing eating Sour Patch.
Yeah, Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
Well, they are tasty. I can't blame them there.
You like those?
They're good.
They always get me in the back of the neck. They always get me like right here. Always.
They're like right there with Swedish Fish. I like the gummy stuff.
I do like Swedish Fish. Those are delicious.
I don't think they're actually from Sweden though.
Drew, I appreciate you, man. Always do. You're always more than welcome to jump on the show, as always.
We gotta have you on mine too one day. Like I said, I gotta hit you up on Instagram. I keep on getting so busy lately. I've been just running nonstop between draft content, work, all that fun stuff here. I think we ended up. We did, I think, 150 player profiles we got to that we did before this draft here. 150 that Rob and I went through and talked about on the show there. So yeah, we've been a little busy. It's a lot of phone work.
Yeah, we mainly. I don't even think we talked about more than 10 players.
Yeah, so we did episodes for each position, and then what I did is I broke those videos down for each individual player. So on YouTube, I think we have a playlist of all the draft profiles. I think I have like 150 players we profiled all together this season.
Wow,
that's what I'm talking about.
We've been a little busy.
Just a little bit.
So,
well, I appreciate you, and
appreciate you.
Let me hear it one time, man.
Let's go, Giants! Ow!
Appreciate you, brother. Be good, Danny.
Oh man, Thursday I'm gonna be a nervous wreck, brother.
Me too.
Thursday I'm gonna be a nervous wreck, bro. I'm gonna be there at the party.
Yeah,
man, I just hope we get it right, brother. I just hope we get it right, man.
I'll probably go live for the show. I'll probably go. I got to find out what time we start or what time.
Well, we have to talk about the extra ticket, about the draft party ticket. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, hit me up.
Yeah, I got somebody that wants to go. So
okay, and if you got more people, man, I got tickets. I know, like a couple years ago, I couldn't keep them. They were everybody,
Dude, those go by fast, bro.
And I know the Knicks are playing that same night, so I don't know if that's
they're gonna have the game. They're gonna have the draft. They're gonna have the draft on, and the Knicks game on at J18. So.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna be cool.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be cool.
Hey, tell them guys I said what's up, and they should.
I will. Yeah, for sure.
I can't wait to get out there. But brother, it's always good to talk to you.
Always good, brother.
Good. Let me hear one time.
All right, man. And listen, Giant fans, let's get it right. We're gonna. I believe in Brian Dable and Joe Shane. They will get it right on Thursday. Best believe that. Let's go Giants. Ow! Later, brother.
What a night. I want to thank everybody that came on. Tanya, that goes for you too. New York Giants for life. I appreciate you. Danny, Ant, Daryl, Drew, X. Y'all know I got love for y'all. Sully, I see you. And a special thanks to Leonard Marshall, taking the time out of your day to just, accept, the giant love that we give y'all, that we give you. And I'm still kind of like in awe of what this show was. This was a damn good show. This will go down as one of the best shows. I mean, it was shocking. It was great. It was freaking amazing. And I'm glad I got to share that with you guys. Thursday is the drive for 5. That's where it starts, Thursday. And I'm with you, Danny. I'm trusting the process. Why? Because that's all we got. And that's all we can do. Shane, I believe in you, man. I truly believe in you. I know that you're going to do what's best for the Giants organization. And if anything, I'm going to defend whatever direction you go. Just do me one favor. Please don't fuck this up. Let's go Giants. Ow!
Is this thing on?
It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. SneakyG.
Yeah. Lyrical assassin.
Let's go Giants.